Greetings and welcome to Action Point Zero, the show.
Really?
No, that's good, exciting.
Really interrupted.
A show where me and some pals we delve into a world of magic, danger, and adventure, where we also use the game system DC20, which is in development and it's new and exciting, and rules are changing. We're learning as we go. Cool. So I'm Greg, your games master, and joining me are players.
I'm Bryony, and I play Pyra.
Hello, I'm Henry Shields, and I play Happy, the sorcerer's tortoise.
Sorcerer's tortoise.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Chris Leask, and I play Whimsley Drake, the warlock.
Don't say a word that rhymes with warlock. The warlock with...
No.
If you'd like to hear him finish that sentence, then please.
Soup stock.
I cannot work out what you want to say.
Fat cock.
There we go. And for more material like that, please like and subscribe to the channel.
I didn't say I was a half elf, half dragon, but I don't think there's anything that rhymes with that. Thank God.
That's fine. We'll keep going. We're all off to a strong start. So, with all that out of the way, prepare yourselves as we begin Action Point Zero, Episode 3.
Yay!
Last time, you left the caves where you had found and put a stop to the goblin and his golems. You found a shorter journey back to Cracklestone by climbing a rock face. You made it back to the village, but not before quickly returning an egg to its grieving moose-squin parent. In Cracklestone, you claimed your reward money from Darge, the constable, and you took a gauntlet back to Wilril, the elven blacksmith with beautiful blonde hair. He offered to reinforce your armor as thanks. Happy, of course, having to stay with Wilril overnight so he could work on reinforcing a shell that was attached to his body.
That's all he did.
Strangely, the following morning, you awoke to find the usually hairless tortoise-born companion now sports a beautiful blonde hair. Not a hair.
Long hair wrapped around like spaghetti.
Then your presence was requested by the village elder, Honora, and she informed you that the priestess, Saffron, has not yet returned after venturing into the Drake Garden forest. You have now been tasked to search for her, for payment, of course. The guard, Gwenry, gave you knowledge of the forest dwarf markers to help you in your quest. You gathered some items, you collected your reinforced armor from a disheveled Wilril, and you left Cracklestone once again. On your journey into the forest, you encountered some peaceful wildlife, and you stumbled upon some magical mushrooms. Ate them. I've written here, nonsense happened.
Dude.
A lot of nonsense. Yeah.
Total waste of time.
There's going to be a lot of that. A lot of recaps from me. Nonsense happened.
Yeah.
That's what I can just say at the beginning of every episode. There you go. But right now, Happy, you've been on all fours, slowly carrying an ill...
Lad.
Bryony.
Don't you start giving it to me.
How dare you?
You've been on all fours,
I have.
carrying a very ill Whimsley on your back. Pyra, you heard the sound of something large moving through the forest close by. You rush to the base of a tree to focus and listen for whatever is approaching, unknowingly moving directly towards the creature. Pyra, you come face to face with a large lizard-like beast. Its breath reeks of rotting meat and damp earth. Its eyes look upon you with an excited hunger. And it bites. Roll initiative. Straight in combat.
Get straight in.
All right. So, well, hang on.
You said roll
You did
initiative.
say roll initiative.
So we need to find out what skill you're rolling
yeah.
for initiative. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We were really defensive there, didn't we?
You told us.
We told when we're told.
But it's DC20.
Okay.
So I have some suggestions, but feel free to. So Pyra, might a suggestion for you might be awareness, because you're caught in this moment where you're trying to be aware of something. Happy, possibly athletics for carrying Whimsley on your back.
Yep.
And Whimsley, I was thinking maybe medicine for trying not to
I was exactly.
feel sick.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you've got some other ideas that
I'm
you
happy with that. I
might
think that's
trump
great.
that.
I think that's great. I'm going to go with that as well.
Cool. Because
Yes.
this is also technically we're going to do our first surprise condition. You're all surprised, really surprising. So in DC20, a reminder is like I'm not rolling for the monsters. There is an initiative DC that's already set, and you're going to see if you can beat it.
Okay.
Okay,
I rolled and got a 17.
Oh,
17.
Days.
What have we got?
A 0, like a minus a 2 or minus 2, so 0.
Oh, 0.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
Oh, no.
10. Okay, so
how's that?
someone beat
Not great.
the initiative. So it was initiative was the DC was 17.
Oh,
so
go on.
Happy will be going first.
Hey.
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
Happy. Then just writing this down. And you rolled a 2 minus 2, did you?
Yeah, so
Okay,
0.
so it's not technically a critical fail, because if it was a critical fail, extra bad stuff would happen.
Yeah. What?
We have Pyra and Whimsley.
Okay.
Okay. I'm excited.
Great.
I don't know what poison's going to do to me in the combat. You might be on your own.
Oh, yes, so this is a good bit to clarify. So
Okay.
something I was getting a little bit wrong last time. The poison condition in DC20 is actually you take damage like every round or
One
whatever.
damage at the beginning of each of your turns.
So, but the way I was treating it is that you are written this down. The mushroom gave you the impaired and dazed condition, which is
Oh, so we're sticking with that. That's what happened. So he's still impaired and dazed.
he's still impaired and dazed. Yeah, I was just saying poisoned, which means something
Yep,
else
yep,
in
yep,
DC20. So dazed. So you have disadvantage on mental checks, spell attacks, and whatnot. And impaired, you have disadvantage on physical checks and martial attacks.
Great.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Alrighty.
This is going to be a long episode for this guy. Okay.
You
Okay.
can use action points to see if you can heal
I know.
yourself. But first, surprise round. As this is you're the first round of combat. You are all can't spend action points, and you are technically exposed. As you're just surprised what happened. So you just kind of hear Pyra probably, I don't know, what noise did you make once a bite comes at her?
I don't think we do here.
Crap Santa.
Santa.
All right.
Is it actually going to bite me?
It's going to bite. You're literally face to face. Think of Jurassic Park when he turns his head and the
Oh,
Velociraptor's
nice.
right there.
Yeah,
that, apart from the Velociraptor's head, is massive.
Right.
All right. So
Okay.
get us
Bye, Pyra.
Oh,
advantage because of.
woof.
So that is a 20 to hit. What's your physical defense?
16.
16. So it's not a brutal. So that'll be. You take 2 piercing damage,
Oh,
and it's spending another action point.
Oh, that was just one.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
just one action point.
Oh, yeah, that's just one action point.
Oh,
But it's spending another action
Loads
point
of these.
to attempt to grapple you in its mouth. So you need to now make a martial check.
15.
15. Ah, you pass, so it does not grapple you.
Oh, great. Okay.
However,
She does that this time instead of
you push it off. However, it then just slashes you with its claw instead.
Does it have a disadvantage now because it's a second attack?
Technically a different weapon, so
But it's taking the attack action. No?
that is true. That is true. That is true.
Oh.
You're welcome.
But do I,
Disadvantage.
because I still have disadvantage, does it?
Oh, we're
I'm exposed,
Yeah, you're
so
exposed.
it's
So it's
It doesn't matter, right?
no, it just adds another disadvantage. In DC20, you can stack advantages and disadvantages, meaning that you being exposed and this being the creature's second attack, they cancel each other out, and you have normal roll.
Nerd. I read the rules.
So does 14 hit?
No.
No.
Cool. So that glances off your armor, and you get stumbled back a bit.
Ah, stumble.
Stumble. Okay, what's it going to do with its final action point? It's going to make another attack at you.
This
Disadvantage.
lizard's got no game.
Is it just the one?
Yeah, just as one.
One big
Yeah.
lizard.
Can I, sorry, just
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's on my things, isn't it?
You can use reactions.
Unfortunately, not when you're surprised.
Oh, right, okay, there we go. Okay, fine. I'll stall up.
However, its next one is lower. So yeah, amazingly, just lucky for you, you just stumble back and it just
back.
hits your armor and your shield as you're kind of trying to get it out.
Great.
And yeah, so that is the surprise round done.
Okay,
Not too bad.
not bad, not bad.
And now
One
it's
bit down.
Happy's turn. As you suddenly see this all happen. You hear the growl, the roar, the biting, the scuffle, and you realise you're in danger.
Oh, Whimsley. Whimsley's on my back. Does that mean I can't get up?
Yeah. Shut up, bed. Just let me lie here.
Let
Just...
him roll.
I'll say you're technically prone, so yeah, you can.
I'm prone. I need to stand up.
Yeah.
That's annoying. Okay. Well, I can just look over at the thing and go, "Oh, Pyra, look out!" Then
Please don't let that
I
be.
will.
You go.
I'm going to analyze creature.
Oh, our first one of them.
I spend 1 AP to recall knowledge about the creature. I've just realised I am not good at knowledge. So, DC 10, just for more information. So I think I can use any knowledge-based thing, right?
I believe so. What does it say on our cheat sheet? And let's recall knowledge about a
You're in charisma.
Yes, so I guess.
So, a nature check.
I think a nature
Right,
check.
a nature
yeah,
check.
yeah.
16.
16.
So I beat it.
All right, you look up and you recognise this. You've heard of this creature. You've probably never seen it in person. But this is a pleonexor. Oh. A pleonexor. Which is. What did you get? 16?
I got 16, so I think I beat it by 5, which means
Oh,
I
yeah.
get to know one of its stats, right?
That's
so cool.
That's something
This is
I
my
haven't
Nice.
looked up properly.
memory of it. I hope I'm
I don't
getting
know, but
this
that
right.
sounds great. Let's
It
just do
does,
that.
doesn't it?
To know one of his stats, or like what? Yeah.
Yeah. I think
What its hobbies
Because
are.
Pyra, as a fighter, you've got a special ability where you can analyse creatures and find out their stats and stuff like that. Possibly without
all right.
Just,
You're not
Without
special,
just
mate.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's something we can double check.
Okay, that's very cool.
There you go. So what did I learn?
Another check.
Analyze creature. There it is.
Just double checking that rule. Yeah, you learn a stat.
Yeah.
or you learn...
So it's a nature check if it's against a beast.
It is a beast.
It is,
It's technically a
yeah.
beast.
So and that worked.
Nature
So for every 5, I learn one piece of information: physical defense, mental defense, attacks, abilities, resistance, vulnerabilities, immunities, etc.
We're going
What
to
do you
tell
wanna
us.
give me?
We're gonna
Okay.
tell us.
Well, you know.
said immunities.
Let's see. As a spellcaster, you focus on the mental, and you know this is a dumb creature, but not too dumb. This mental defense is 10.
Okay.
So other beasts are much lower, but this one is,
Okay, now I don't have anything that affects mental defense, so that's
Oh,
a
dear.
shame that I've learned that one. All I have
dear.
are spells that do physical damage. So Happy learns this and goes, oh, and he keeps it to himself.
What's your mental defense? I feel like it's low. It's gotta be.
Sorry, it's mystical defense. I think it's mystical, not
mystical
mental.
defense now. Isn't it? Yeah, sorry,
Mystical
that's right.
defense is pretty low, you're right. Okay, well, that was one thing he did. Another thing he's going to do now is cast a spell. So, he's fairly limited in his abilities. Don't worry, Pyra, I've got it. I'm going to run over to oh, God, I'm lying on the floor. I get up.
Yes.
I collapse onto the floor.
Careful, Whimsley.
Oh God!
What does that use? To go from prone?
Prone, I believe it uses a couple of spaces of movement.
Yeah, so I've got to spend a movement, an action point on movement as well.
two spaces of movement to stand
Okay,
up.
so I've got 3 left. So I run over to the creature.
Alrighty.
Please.
Hey, look at us.
1, 2, 3. I'm not close enough.
Oh,
It's okay. I'm a bit closer. And then I will use Crackling Lightning.
Crackling lightning.
I will, I'm just going to send a big old crackling bolt of lightning at it. I'm going to
Alright.
charge up like Godzilla. So his shell glows with lightning power. Like the outlines of the hexagons on his shell.
Yep.
Yeah, it goes up his back and he opens his mouth and fires lightning out. Atomic breath.
Great.
And it costs me 2 AP, so my last 2 AP, plus 1 mana point. And it is what does it do? Physical defense.
Physical defense. What you got?
Yeah, spell check against the target's physical defense. That is terrible. I think I got a 6.
Well, a reminder from last episode, Pyra and Happy, you're technically under the Bless spell from your the mushroom you ate, so you can
Yeah.
add a D4 if that helps. Probably not by the
Probably
by the
not,
sounds of
because I
it.
got a 6. 9 total.
And you guys got a note of your temporary hit points from last episode as well. Well, yeah.
Yeah, 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.
Great, lovely. Just make sure. 9. Unfortunately, you breathe it. Just kind of knocks the force kind of throws your head back a bit, and it just tears a line in the tree just above, but unfortunately misses.
Sorry, anyone up there?
Pyra was going to be really impressed by this because dragons have that trait of being able to use dragon fire and stuff. And she's like, what? And then you fuck. And she's like, oh,
But Pyra, it's got low mystical defense.
but you missed it. You missed it.
But I
You hit
also
a tree.
it's a plexaxiltor.
Sexasaur?
Plexiglass.
Pleonexor.
Pleonexor.
Which doesn't exist. I made it up.
Pleonexor.
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 Yeah.
Pleonexor, Pyra, in case you want to catalogue it later. Carry on.
No.
Any more action points? You finish that?
That's me out.
That's you out.
Oh, my.
Okay, and now it is the Pleonexor's turn again.
Oh, it feels like it's constantly going.
Well, you're all surprised. So yeah. So this time, it spends an action point to close the gap, get right next to both of you,
Oh,
and it's going to do its first bite against you, Happy.
bring it on.
That is not rolling great. 14 to hit.
Fortunately for him, I'm not very strong, so that hits.
Oh, great.
Physical defense is 14.
All right.
A shell.
Yeah, it's not great, that shot.
Now it's going to spend a action point to attempt to grapple you, so I need a martial check.
How much damage did it do to me?
Oh, sorry, 2 piercing damage.
Okay, and then I immediately use a reaction to cast Returning Bolt, I think it's called.
Oh,
Great.
Which, this is a slow version of this game, where I have to jump between spell lists and stuff. There we go. So, Returning Shock is what it's called. It costs me one of my action points. It costs me a mana point. My computer
technology is a nightmare.
It costs me another mana point. So, I electrocute a creature that damages me.
Fantastic.
So, what did he do? He bit me.
He bit you.
Yeah.
He bit me, and as he bit in, I just sent out a bolt of electricity.
Wow.
And he immediately takes... I think he just... it's a spell check against his physical defense.
Spell check, go for it.
Okay, hold on. That's 15.
And you can add your d4.
Come on. 17.
17. That is a hit. Not quite a brutal.
Come on. Okay, so that's 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. Nice.
That's great.
And now I need a martial check. As he tries to, he bites you, it shocks him, but his jaw clenches up because of the electricity.
Oh, no.
And let's see if...
10.
10, you are grappled. Unfortunately. So that means your movement is 0 at the moment. And then, here it comes. He attempts to consume you.
Revenge.
I need another martial check from you, please.
You're going to learn how horrible it is.
This one is contested. So,
That was a 9.
Oh no!
oh dear. Yeah,
man
he
that
rolls
loves to eat
he rolls a
everything.
19.
19.
So that clenches down in his jaw, and it hurts a lot. And then there's a brief moment of relief as it relaxes its jaw, and then engulfs you, and Happy
Eaten.
disappears. Inside, you are now consumed.
Oh no!
Oh. Oh no! He's in the bank. The lizard bank.
I'm in the bank!
The lizard bank. He's been banked.
And then he uses some more of its movement that's got left over to. Oh dear, keep moving
You've
them
still got moves.
out. Oh god! Oh no!
Oh
Guy's
no!
Okay. And it's still got 1 action point. So
So I'm just being digested now.
you are consumed. I'll tell you what happens. Well, you're technically restrained right now, and at the start of your next turn, you'll take 1 corrosion damage.
Not if I can help it somehow.
Just get an actual one explode again. Yeah. That would really help.
And he's going to. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to use a legendary action point which for some creatures, they have extra action points they can use to do extra stuff. So he can spend his last action point and a legendary action point. He's got 2 left. To roar. He swallows up Happy, and then this mighty roar comes from him. And kind of echoes around the trees. And I need both you two, Happy and Pyra, to roll.
Happy? Do you mean Happy, or do you mean...
Sorry, I mean Whimsley, to roll a mental save.
Oh, flip.
Where's mental?
So, just to clarify this, the mental save, I've got a save DC. Oh, that will be. So, my mystical is 9. What do I choose?
Not your
what is
defense,
the number I'm using?
I believe it's your highest of your charisma or your intelligence, right?
Great. Okay.
No, there's a save box.
Yep. Oh, so I can choose either of them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 17.
17.
Do I roll with disadvantage because I'm poisoned?
Ooh, that's not a save. No, it's only checks.
No.
So, yeah,
Okay, 17.
17 and
8.
8. So you're a bit too out of it. You're not sure if that roar was just something you're
Me,
hearing.
my own screams. Yeah, in my head.
Pyra, you, however, just saw your friend disappear into the gullet of this thing, and it roars. You are intimidated. So now you have disadvantage on...
God, this was a short campaign,
Disadvantage on all checks while the source of intimidation is within sight. All checks.
All checks.
Everything. Disadvantage on everything.
Right.
Right. You can
scared,
repeat the save at the end of your turn. You can keep attempting to calm yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And with that, Pyra, it's your turn.
Right. So. So first of all, see, I have advantage on intimidation checks against reptiles. So do I now get to try and intimidate it back?
Yeah.
But
I'm aware. Am I like, oh, it's scary, and then I think, come on, Pyra.
Well,
or not.
bear with me, because I think, I could be wrong, I think the detail might specify that they have to be the same size or smaller than you.
Fine. I am going to eat the mushroom that makes me bigger because I took 2 in my pocket. 1.
You have what? You have 1. You have 1.
I took a poison mushroom and I took the mushroom that makes me bigger.
All right. Okay.
So I'm going to make myself bigger. So I see it and I go, oh God, oh God. And I reach into my backpack and I pull out the mushroom and I just...
Okay, that's an action point to do that.
That's an action point.
And you... Oh, God. I did not... I thought about this as well. I was like, should I make them big versions of themselves for the battle map? I did not. So here's a very... This is going to represent you for the time being.
So am I now at the same size as the lizard? Do my weapons also grow with me, or I've just got a tiny sword?
I think your sword's turned to a dagger.
And I'm like, damn it.
No, everything grows with you.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna be hot on the rules here because the dungeon coach has been very kind and has been messaging us to let us know when we get the rules wrong. And I have to do that quite a lot. If you use the object action, which is to take a potion or eat a mushroom, for example, it can, if the monster wishes, trigger an opportunity attack.
Oh, lovely.
If it wants to do that.
It does. Thank you.
Could someone come and just get me out of my trance?
Mate, I'm in a blizzard.
What? Sorry, I can't hear you. You deserve it, man. You ate me last time.
You can cure yourself.
No, you can't.
1
Not
AP
from
medicine
poison.
check.
Okay. But I still got to pass it.
Yeah, that's true.
I've done 3 already and I failed.
It takes a slash at you, but I believe a 14 misses, doesn't it? So, so it's so she's kind of confusedly, just kind of in a panic, just kind of lashes out at you. But you're now like
Misses.
near equal size.
Nice.
Right, so now I'm big.
All right, and just so the specificity of this mushroom, you have doubled in size. You are now the large category, and you have +1 to your melee damage, and you have advantage on might checks. Anything physical kind of style.
Great. And so with my advantage on intimidation as well. So should I just try and spend 1 to intimidate it loads?
Yeah,
Or
you can
not.
intimidate it back. I feel like that's a good move.
Me too.
I think it's a good move. Go on.
It's two giant lizards shouting at each other.
She's very intimidating.
Yeah.
Well, now I need to find. Damn, we've got to do a lot of rule checking straight away about the detail of you intimidating large or smaller creatures.
Can you intimidate a creature you've intimidated? That's intimidating you. I feel like
So
Well, it'd
you're-
be a disadvantage.
You're technically, because you're intimidated,
You
you'll
have a
technically have disadvantage on.
but you have advantage, so they cancel out.
Yeah, cancel out.
Yes,
Right.
providing
So
you
there's kind
can
of no point.
attempt
No, yeah,
to.
you wouldn't get the advantage, but it's worth doing.
Okay.
Worth doing because everything else you do has a disadvantage.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
So once I've done that, if it works,
Well,
then
let-
I'm not at a
No,
disadvantage.
you'll still be intimidated, but you'll both be intimidated. You'll both be really scared of each other.
worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it. Worth it.
Yeah, ridiculous. I mean, I'm just going to say you can. Like,
yeah.
yeah, because you've grown bigger,
Okay.
sure you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just roll for intimidation.
Yes,
and then...
intimidation. Yes.
Okay. Come on. Oh, that's only 11.
I'm going to, for the sake of ease, I'm just going to make this contested. He's going to try and make a save against your.
Okay.
What was it?
11.
11. Oh, 12 on the die. Oh, no.
So I didn't intimidate.
You didn't intimidate.
Okay, fine.
It just looks a bit more like angry and maybe even like more excited as Meal's just grown in size.
Oh, so I'm like, rah, rah. She was trying to be a dragon, but she's a bit scared. She's even doing that with her hand. Oh. And then, like, when it just looks back at her, okay, she's scared. But, right, here we go. She is going to, she's quite big now. She's going to spend one.
I'm just pointing out, I've already got another rule wrong. I wasn't allowed to spend a legendary action point on its turn. But
Okay.
we'll carry on regardless.
Yep,
Cool,
Okay.
Oh.
We've got to do something to this thing.
Can I try and, like,
It's
so
winning.
I'm quite big now. Can I try and, like, kick it onto its back?
I
have
mean, you might
maneuvers,
have some
right?
fighter features where you can, like,
Yeah, you
attempt
can
to make it
knock
prone
prone,
and stuff.
can't you?
You're
Yeah.
a fighter. You have weapons. You have,
Oh, I've got weapons. I've got
don't
so
have to
much
just
stuff.
shout at it and kick it.
I get.
But it's your character. You play how you want.
Yeah, Greg.
Yeah, it felt like you didn't want that, though, right?
I'm going to attack. Right, I've got my sword out. I've got my big sword.
Yeah. And now you're big. You've got the advantage. You got a +1 to damage on your melee attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm
go on.
going to do a power attack.
Great.
How many AP do you have left?
4.
Oh no, you used
No,
one.
sorry, 3.
You used 2, in fact.
Used
you
2.
had to take eat mushroom.
You took a mushroom.
didn't you?
You
And then I
tried to intimidate.
intimidated. Shit, so I've only got 2.
But you've got your stamina point.
And I've got a stamina point. Yeah, that's what I was. So I can use. So I could power attack. Go on.
No, I was just going to say, drinking an object can be, it doesn't have to be used an action point, you can do it as a minor action.
Minor action?
Well, like opening a door or something like
Oh,
that.
I think it is an action.
It is, what, to drink a thing? Okay.
Yeah, it's an action point. Yeah.
Okay,
There's some minor actions where you can do like.
Opening doors and stuff like that. That's why I was a bit like,
Yeah.
I feel
No,
like
no,
it's
it
as
is an
easy
action.
opening a
You
door
can
to
grab
drinking
items and stuff and whatever, but
Right,
to actually
okay.
take it, you need to spend
something.
action
Great,
point.
great. Sorry, Brian, you were saying.
So,
I'm still, I was talking to myself.
Okay, I'm going to power attack it.
Great.
Great.
With my sword, and what I'm going to aim to do is try to cut its belly open
All right.
so that Happy can potentially fall out the front of its stomach.
yeah.
Okay, so I spend 1 to do that.
There's 1 to do the attack.
And
You
then
could
1
do
for the
another
action.
one for the power attack. You could also use your stamina point to do a second power attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
+2, right? Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
All right.
Go on.
Fine.
So roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Come on, I've been rolling so bad. So bad. 5.
5.
But plus whatever, yeah.
Plus your D4,
9.
but I'm afraid that wouldn't do it either. Yeah.
I've been rolling so bad so far.
Just getting used to the weight of your new big sword. It just kind of,
And she's
glances
just
off
so
its scaly
scared.
hide.
Who knew she was so scared?
Wait, if
of
you
her?
roll a d4 and get 4, it'd be 13. Is that still not enough?
You're rolling with disadvantage as well because you're intimidated. God.
So I roll again.
You roll again. Take the
But what
lower.
about my blessed?
You roll your D4 as well.
Wait, that one?
Yeah, so roll a...
So keep your
Roll the
D4
D4
close
first.
by. Yeah. Both. Go for both.
Okay. That's a 3. And that's a
Oh
1.
no! Worse in every respect. Happy's gonna die.
No, unfortunately, glances off.
no.
Yeah, you're just a bit too freaked out by your size, its size. Happy's gone. What is happening? Okay. All right, and your turn there? All
I
right,
think that's it.
Yeah.
Whimsley, it's your turn.
Say,
Hello.
Whimsley, do something.
So yeah, I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to scream at my talisman and be like, "You have so much power and so much strength, but you cannot get this poison out of me. Come on, medicine check. Why am I rolling just that? Okay, medicine -2. Excellent. Awesome. Ooh, 17.
17.
Yes.
How do you fight off
Yeah,
this?
so as I'm
It's been a
squeezing-
good few hours of travelling. And
I'm screaming at my talisman, just being like, "Come on, get this thing out of me!" And suddenly my talisman lights up. You see the sun behind the moon, and all my sweat. You see all this kind of like green liquid come out of my sweat and just get sucked in to the talisman. And then it kind of gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And suddenly bursts out of it guiding bolt.
okay.
Which is going to go straight for the... actually, is there a more impressive spell I could use there? That's more specific to poison. I don't know. Death Bolt. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm going to go with Guiding Bolt. So out of my talisman burst Guiding Bolt. So that is going to be 2 AP plus 1 MP.
Okay.
And it's going to go and try and hit this lizard in the crotch.
Another little rules check about ranged attacks. Once you're next to someone, is it like D&D where you have disadvantage? Or
No, it's not.
Are we all next to it now?
Yeah, it's coming to us.
You're very next to it.
Oh,
Happy.
I'm prone.
You are prone, yes. So you might want to stand up.
But that's 1 action point.
For the movement, yeah, to use so you could use 2 spaces to stand up, but then you still got your other
Movement. Oh, great. So I'll do that. So I'll use my other one because I would have had one left. So I stand up out of prone and I move back, guiding bolt. So I think the image is kind of it sucks this thing out of me. I slowly stumble up, step away, bang! It just comes out of me. This beam of poison.
Great. Where are you going?
I'm just going to step back towards that large tree, the circular tree. You know, like diagonal. Yeah, there. No, not as far as that. Just one space back from them. So sorry, it's not disadvantage. You know.
There we go.
And this is a flash of light streaks towards you. I've made that my own. So it's a spell check against the target's MD.
Cool.
Musical director.
Just before you do that.
Such a theatre gag. And we all have
We never did.
musical director.
Very good.
So it's the target takes 3 radiant damage. This is on a hit, and the next attack check made against the target before the end of your next turn has advantage. So yeah, spell check against the target's MD. You ready?
Great. Yeah. It's not going to take an opportunity attack. Yeah, go for it.
Don't.
Does the lizard have a musical
It's got
director?
low
Because-
mystical defense.
It has got.
You heard.
I hear that muffled from the stomach. Yes, there you have it.
No, guys, we have a TPK episode 3.
Yeah.
What's your roll?
Natural 1.
Oh no!
So the poison comes out, comes back, hits me. I fall. I'm prone,
Going up on the floor.
and I'm re-poisoned.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, that's exactly
No,
what
I-
happens.
No, I'm not
You don't
re-poisoned.
repoison
No,
it.
you're not really. No. But unfortunately, you're just a bit too dishevelled, and unfortunately, your magic goes awry.
God, we're bad at this.
Am I prone?
No, you stood up.
I'm just standing there,
Yeah.
terrified. Okay, that's my go. We are screwed, guys. Is there anything?
Okay.
That's what natural ones do. I think you are now exposed.
Oh.
My clothes
Yeah.
fell off.
Yeah. Exposed.
Yeah.
Exposed fell off. But also, when
We
you,
were all
but when you
exposed
cast,
anyway, weren't we?
You were
We
for the
were
first round,
exposed
but
first.
not anymore. Yeah.
That was his
so you
first
now
round.
now there's anyone who attacks you has an advantage until your next turn, right? And
I
then you
believe
stop
so.
being exposed.
Just I think just the next one
Well,
attack.
to be fair, come at me.
It is also a rule. It is also a rule that if you get a natural 1 on casting a spell, you don't spend the mana.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Say that again.
If you get a natural 1 on casting a spell, you don't spend the mana.
I believe so.
That's great.
I believe so. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It fizzles. You just run.
Yeah, but it sucked the poison out. So
Yeah,
you know,
the
narratively,
adrenaline's
great.
flowing. You're finally feeling healthier, but
Great.
a little worried.
Wow.
A little
Yeah.
worried.
I'm also having the fear because I don't really remember what happened with the poison. So I'm just like, did I embarrass myself? Did I say something I shouldn't have said?
Oh,
Did,
anxiety.
a bit of anxiety. Yeah. Okay, great. That's my turn. Thank you, Greglet.
All right, top of the round. Happy. Inside this, you're covered in the inside of this being. You don't know which way up, which is down. You're being shunted around by these organs, and it's burning you, and you take 1 corrosion damage.
Oh, mate.
Now, can I cast my returning shock again? Because it says anytime a creature causes me damage.
Yeah.
Anytime a creature causes
It doesn't say attack you. It just says causes you damage, right?
I think so. Like every time I'm taking the damage, I'm going and pulsing out.
How do I rule this? How do I
you
rule
roll
this?
it?
Do I roll
Let
this?
me find the exact wording of the spell.
Yeah,
so that
because
you can
obviously
roll.
if it says if it specifies attack and stuff like that, then
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you. There's a limit to what I can do while I'm in a lizard.
yeah, because you're also technically restrained, which means that you have disadvantage on a lot
Yeah,
of
I'll have a
stuff.
disadvantage on it, but the trigger is you are damaged by a creature within range.
Sod it, it's fun. Yeah.
I feel like he would in there just sort of send out pulses of
Yeah,
electricity, right?
Yeah.
So it's
So,
with
yeah,
a
this
disadvantage.
burns your skin, and what happens?
Yeah. So can I use? So I use 1 action point and 1 mana point to do it. I'm going to use another action point to give myself advantage or cancel out the disadvantage. Yeah. So that's 2, and so this is just a regular roll, spell attack against his physical defense. Come on.
Oh no!
But you got, you got your pluses.
You got your
Good with
bless.
glasses.
You got your roll your d4.
Oh. Maybe it's enough. 15.
15 is enough to damage it. Yeah.
Hey! Slowly we're getting there.
Happy, so he's in there just sending out shocks of lightning, and that's another 3 damage.
Another 3 damage.
How much damage have we done so far?
Hit. I think I've done all the damage.
You've done really
With the same
well here.
spell.
with
Yeah.
the 1 spell.
Yeah.
And he's got one action point left, so he goes, analyze the creature from inside.
Puppet it.
What more
Get
can
his
I
heart.
learn? He's gonna have a look at like its kidney.
Sure.
And just be like, what else do I know about this
Sure.
creature from in there? It's a natural 1. So,
It's just dark.
yeah,
It's just
dark,
really
dark.
dark.
It's really
and also,
dark. You don't
he's
know.
got his eyes closed.
Double dark.
That's hard. He's just in there with his eyes closed.
Yeah. So the shock pulses from you. You feel the outside. You see the belly kind of like glow just for a second, and then it kind of shifts uncomfortably. But it's keeping its meal down at the moment. I'm afraid you're still consumed. Yes.
No, that makes sense.
Okay.
Now, am I, just to check the rules here, I'm allowed to make a reaction on my turn? Because I took the damage at the beginning of my turn. I suppose it was happening before my turn began. That.
It's at the start of your turn. Is technically.
You tell me.
It's fine if we're not allowed to use reaction things on your turn.
Someone will tell us.
Someone will tell us, and for now, it's cool that happens. So let's
Yeah.
go with it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
And now it's the Pleonexor's turn again. And yes, it's going to. Well, first of all, facing away from it, it's only got 3 action points now because I believe it did an opportunity attack earlier. Blah, 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 keep track of this. So first of all, it's going to use a tail slam against you, Pyra.
It's like 2 giants fighting each other.
Yeah, it kind of spins around.
Can I, as a reaction, do my raised shield?
I believe you can. It
can.
specifies as a
There we go.
reaction.
Raised. She sees that coming.
All right. What does your raise shield do?
I think you can wait till you hear the damage before doing it.
It just reduces the target damage by 2.
All right. Yeah. So if it hits you,
So
you
say that
can.
again.
I think you roll for it. If it hits,
No.
then you choose to do
Has
it.
to happen when he gets targeted by an attack.
Great, yeah. So as I was saying, I think once you get targeted, then you have to raise it. Yeah, just to be clear, we all know that.
So, yeah. That is a that is a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
That
I'm
hits you.
16.
16, so it's not a brutal hit. So keep track of when it's. Tell me when it's brutal and heavy or whatever. All right, so you
What
take
does the shield do, though?
Just reduces the damage.
reduce
by
the
2.
damage. So, oh, then you take no damage. There's 2 damage, so it slams into you. Like, you hold strong. Your feet slide back a bit on the
Nice.
on the ground.
Nice.
Nice. And then it's going to make a move. Chase down a smaller meal.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, you can react and get an attack against it if you want.
Oh,
Opportunity
yeah.
attack.
I can.
Opportunity attack.
It's moved
It
out of
left
your
space.
range and your...
You've left my space. Dare you leave my space? So what? I can just attack it.
You get just a you
A
can
normal attack.
You can get an opportunity attack. So,
Opportunity
because you're a
attack.
marshal, you're a weapons expert. You're good at like seeing those openings
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
kind of try and move away.
I see
So
it.
you
And does that
can-
count as an action point?
It would be an action point to do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing with DC20. So you're like, so
So I
bear in
spend
mind
that, but then
the
then
action
the
points you
next time.
use off your turn
Yeah.
means you've got
I
less to
think
do
it's
on your
worth it
turn.
to try and save him.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I'm going to spend my action point. I'm going to try and, as he's moving away, I like bring my shield down and I'm just going to try and swipe at him with my sword.
Go for it. Roll to hit.
Back of his neck.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Come on. Oh my god.
No.
A 3.
Oh no. And
Plus-
your
plus
bless.
4.
Your bless won't hit it either. No, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid not. Yeah, the kind of you're knocked off balance a little bit by the hit in your shield, and yeah, you're just a bit short when you try and swipe at
I
it.
cannot
Can't hit this
believe
thing.
how unlucky we've been.
Is that not a might check so you get advantage on it? Oh, but you're intimidated.
I'm intimidated.
Oh yes, oh yes. So you can. Did you roll to save on the end of your turn? No, you didn't actually.
No.
Yeah. So on the end of your last turn,
Yeah.
if you can roll another mental save,
A 9.
a 9
Plus something.
plus your mental save.
Is that this?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
that's
no,
your
the save,
defense.
the other side. So choose one of the top.
It'll be your intelligence or
Sorry.
charisma. The highest one, which is your
Yeah.
intelligence, I
Oh.
believe. Plus 3,
5, yeah.
which is
Yep.
The top or just any of them?
It's the save.
The
so
top one,
it's-
3,
yeah.
3, 12.
3. Unfortunately, no, you're still
12. Oh,
freaking
come on.
out. Still
Sorry, guys.
intimidating. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Carry on.
Sorry.
And yeah, it claws at you, Whimsley, and you're technically exposed right now. So, oh, not a great roll.
What did you get? What did you get?
Well, it's not a great roll. It's only a
Well, you got great.
it's only a 12.
Nothing.
Oh no, so 13. 13? No.
No. I'm
So
strong
yeah,
boy.
it swipes at you. But no, yeah, it does not hit. And that's the end of its turn. Pyra, your turn.
Is it? Oh, God. Right, okay. Okay. She is going to... she's a bit embarrassed that she missed there. She's embarrassed. So she's going to... Heroic bash. She's going to try and do her heroic bash. So that's 1, and my 1 is...
So you're closing in next to it because it's moved away.
So right now, yeah, you're away from it. How many action points you got left?
Okay, fine. So
only got-
I can do it and extend attack, which attack range increases by. Oh no!
All these need extra action points.
Yeah.
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 Well, I'll have to do that, won't I?
Or you can use an action point to move next to it.
Yes, but then I'm next to it, aren't I?
But then it would be flanked.
Yes.
Which is better.
Yes.
I will spend an action point to move next to it.
Okay.
Makes a run up. She makes a run up. She spends her SP and her thing, action point, to heroic bash
Okay.
the lizard.
So first of all, you got to try and hit, and then it's got to make a physical save. Is that right?
Indeed.
Heroic bash.
Make attack check against PD of target. It makes a physical save.
All right. Bear in mind, it's disadvantage because you're still intimidated.
But it's a might check, so it's advantage.
It's no, it's I'm pretty like it's disadvantage. Otherwise, what's the point of being intimidated at the moment?
But she has
Then
an
what's the
advantage
point in
because she's
having a-
massive.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's just normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just normal.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it. Go for it.
Right,
Go for it.
normal.
Yep.
Come on, little dice.
Maybe plus 4.
14.
14 hits.
Hey!
14 hits.
Finally hit.
14 hits.
So you hit.
Hit.
Yes.
Hit. It takes 1 damage.
1 damage plus 1 because you're big.
Yeah.
Great.
And,
And-
plus another because it was right.
So
Heroic
now-
bash?
now
or did
it-
I just send it
Not, it's
flying
not a
into the air?
brutal or anything, but
But now it does a physical save.
another physical save. All right. And because you are now the same size as it, it doesn't have advantage on this. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that fails with a 7.
So it gets pushed back 3
3
spaces
spaces.
horizontally.
Yeah.
Or
So like
And
flies,
takes
like
damage. No.
+1 for every 5 it fails to save by.
What is your save?
What up here?
14, yeah.
14.
Yeah.
14. So yeah, it fails it by 5. Over 5, yeah.
So,
Brilliant.
sorry, I'm going to, if you don't mind me explaining.
Please.
So it's pushed 3 spaces horizontally.
Yeah.
+1 for every 5 it fails by, so 4. Now you can either push it back or you can
Send it into the air.
send it into the air 2 spaces. And you can choose to knock the target prone for -1 space, which I think you probably should do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
definitely knock it
yeah.
prone, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll
so you're
put
knocking
it
it.
prone.
Cool. Interesting, because another option is
Yeah.
if you push it back, there's a tree behind it, but also a Whimsley. And collision damage would, every space it can't move, that it's been forced to move, it would take an extra damage.
I'll do that then. I didn't
However,
It would go
Whimsy's
to me.
in the way.
Let's not do that.
So that
game.
would share the damage with
Squish it.
Whimsley.
Get it prone. We need to get a turtle out of him.
Yeah.
So lying him down, we'll do some surgery.
He flies up 1 space into the air and then slams down onto his back.
Slams down his back. Great.
Yeah.
He's prone. Great.
He's prone.
That's good. Prone is really good.
So that was 2 damage,
Yeah.
and you up and then down,
Yeah.
and
So it's on its back.
it's on his back, prone.
You messed that lizard up.
Yeah, so you just boom, boom,
You
boom.
prone. You prone. That's what I say to it.
Great.
Prone now. Like
Nice.
You being like
nice.
a WWE
Got it.
She's trying, yeah. She's trying to be like, she's been
Yeah.
watching loads of wrestling.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, so this huge lizard just kind of flips him over, and there's leaves and dirt just fly to the sides. Great, awesome. Next up, you hear, as you see,
Oh, no more.
3 small versions, young Pleonexors, coming into view.
That's not good.
Why did you think bringing 3 more, we could handle that?
We can't handle 1.
We are screwed here. One of us is inside the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Oh.
these little ones that have been like hanging back, kind of waiting for to feed on the scraps of the
Is it
adult's
like
meal.
It's kids.
Yeah.
We should steal these 3.
However,
Like the
that's,
eggs.
Yeah.
Our own little family.
however, it was their full turn to even just get approach to approach. So now it's Whimsley's turn.
That's me.
So
your
it's
character's name.
prone. It's prone
It's
and it's
prone.
flanked.
So I'm gonna whip out my sword, and I am just going to. I mean, I was just going to jump on its stomach and try and push you out, but I feel that wouldn't work. So I'm just going to try and stab in its stomach, and I'm going to actually try and cut.
All right, let's see if you can.
Careful. There's a tortoise in here.
Don't go too
Whoops.
deep.
Go on.
Yeah. So I'm going to stab in the center of its stomach. Maybe. Well, yeah. I'm going to stab in the center of its stomach. So that's an attack. Then I'm going to make it a power move.
Okay.
No, but the power
what's a
move doesn't
power
mean
move?
different, does it? The power move doesn't mean
Power
different
attack, you
now.
just add damage.
Adds
don't you?
1, adds +1, yeah.
Yeah.
To the damage or to the attack? Yes, yeah,
To the
damage.
You deal +1 damage, and you're allowed to use multiple on the same if you want.
Yes.
So because it's flanked, you get +2 to the roll to hit.
+2 to the roll to hit. But also, I'm going to use 2 hands on the longsword, which gives another 2, so that's plow +4.
Okay.
Then I'm going to add that damage. I'm also going to attack another. I'm going to add another power attack. So
Okay.
that will be doing a damage of 3 if I get it. And I'm
Okay.
also just going to do advantage.
Okay.
I'm
One
putting
big
all
attack.
my
Yeah.
eggs in this
Yeah.
one
All
basket.
right.
It's prone. What does
So
that
you have
do?
advantage.
You have advantage already. So
Oh.
you get double advantage.
Get double advantage. That's
In
cool.
DC20,
Double.
you can get double or
Double.
triple advantage if
You
you
get to
spend the
roll
stuff.
3 times.
Right, so
Come on, Chris.
I grab my
have
sword,
to get-
I stab down. Come on. Okay. Is that it?
One more.
Great.
So the 15 was the highest, yeah? So 9?
19.
19. That is a brutal hit.
Yeah!
So that is, you add another point of damage. So, add all
So
that.
it would be an attack of 1, then plus the. Oh no, but then it's +4 because I have that attack. So it was 19,
Oh, no.
20, 21, 22, 23,
No,
24.
you rolled 15, didn't you?
15, but then also because it was
Oh, plus
two-handed,
four,
so
so
it's 2.
actually-
So it's 19, 20, 21, 20, 23.
Brutal. Sorry,
Heavy.
he goes heavy brutal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So brutal, yeah.
So that's extra 2 damage or extra 3 damage.
Extra 2 damage, yeah.
So it's 2,
Yay.
3, 4. 4.
Wait a minute.
So I attack it for 1.
Sword damage, power attack,
Yeah. Another power attack.
another
Another
power
power
attack,
attack.
and then
So it's 5.
5.
5!
Which is the threshold needed to make it
To make it fall in love with you.
to attempt a save.
Oh! Does it have any disadvantage on its save? No.
And
It's a boy.
So have you split its stomach open and it's thrown you up?
Yeah.
Excellent.
yeah, just it digs in there and it just spits you up. So it doesn't come out of the belly; it just still spits you up.
Yeah.
As you did 5
I've
damage
been
to it. Nice.
reborn. Mama.
No. That would still be. Yeah. I did.
However,
Mama.
Yeah. Now go and heal yourself.
Okay.
it also has a reaction here to do tail slam when attacked from the rear. Hit or miss. And your arrow is rear.
Wait, it's prone?
It's prone, so it's disadvantage.
Where's its rear if it's lying down?
Well, it just got flipped this way.
I mean, it's upside. Okay.
Yeah.
You go.
A tail comes flying at you. 13, I believe misses.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. No.
Yeah, unfortunately misses. All right.
Stab.
And that was all your action points there?
That's me done. Yeah.
All right, happy. You've now you're covered in like horrible slime. And you're burning a little bit, but you're breathing again.
Oh, it's so nice to know my friends care about me enough not to let me be digested in a lizard.
Less talking, more attacking.
I'm just looking at my spells. Killing time when I do that. Okay, so there's more lizards around, but let's just finish this guy off. I'm going to damage. Yeah, shocking grasp.
All right.
So I just grab it, and it's just AP. It doesn't cost me any mana, but I'm going to choose to spend 1 mana to increase the damage by 1. And this is lightning springing from my hand, shocking a creature in range, spell attack against its physical defense.
Cool. And it's advantage because it's prone, I believe.
Yes, thank God for that.
And you have bless.
Oh, yes. Okay, and I have bless. So
You still have bless. How long does that last?
21, 25. 25.
25. Another brutal bloody hit.
Wow.
I don't know.
wow,
Do
wow,
brutal hits still happen with spells?
I believe so. Yeah.
Great. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Pyra's just still shouting, "You prone! You're still prone!"
How much damage is that?
So that was 2 damage plus 2 for brutal, so 4.
4 damage. Nice.
It's
So
dead.
it just grabs it and shocks it.
Getting a lot of electricity. Well, a lot of your bad guys are going to have a lot of electricity put into them because of you. But it screams in pain. But it's still going. But it is now.
It's still me.
It is bloodied.
Oh,
So in DC20, if you're half your maximum hit points or further, you're bloodied. If you're half of that, you're considered well bloodied.
you well bloodied, mate.
Well bloodied.
You're
And others is
well-bloodied.
And
So
so
it's
that's
just
that
bloodied.
condition, like you might have weapons or things that might do extra stuff to bloodied.
So it's
I
still got
do.
quite a lot of health left, is what it's
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Okay, Happy's going to try and hit it with his hammer. I'm sorry, new mama. You have to die. And he's going to hit it with his hammer, and he's going to add for an advantage. 2 18s, so that's 22.
22. That
Right.
is a heavy, not brutal.
23, I'm afraid. Sorry. It's
20.
Martial check? No, it's an attack. No, 22. You're right. So
22.
heavy,
Heavy.
which is, so it was 1 damage plus 1, 2 damage? Is that right? Another 2 damage.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Mama. Then I'm gonna try and beguile it. I'm trying to calm the animal.
Oh.
I wonder if there's a way out of
Oh,
this.
that's a good idea.
So
I think we're too far gone. I think we've.
To calm it.
Like, I don't think we're going to be able to.
Mama. Papa, do not turn against Mama.
But I just.
You
You just
and
saw me
she-
stabbing her.
You and she together birthed me.
Okay, let's do what you need to do. Like,
For your
it's,
mental health.
That was 14.
14, and it's you're trying to calm the animal, right?
Yeah, which I've realised now, if
against
I
his-
don't beat it by 5, then it's just bad. It's just taunted.
Yeah. So it makes him save against this, and that's a natural 19 on the die.
Okay.
Yeah, so unfortunately not. It is furious.
Mama,
It is.
no.
Yeah. It was so excited to have this big tortoise meal, and now it's been robbed of that. It is flailing about. You're having to back up a bit as bits of dirt and leaves go flying everywhere. Yeah, it is furious.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh.
That's me.
All right, and it stands up from prone.
Oh,
Next
we
to
get,
all three
get
of you.
all opportunity attacks
Yes.
if we want.
Well, martial people do, unfortunately.
I don't.
Yeah.
You all get opportunity attacks.
So
Happy he just stands there going,
And we get a
"Ooh."
+1 because we're both flanking it.
+2 to
Plus
the,
two.
to the attack.
+2 to the attack, yeah. So it stands up, does a little spin, like we just did there. And, let's both...
Let's attack it.
Let's go as hip flexors.
Hip flexors.
Yeah, that's a real callback. Yeah, it
we
was a couple of
both
months
at
ago.
the same time got it. yeah.
Yeah,
Do
get
you say
either hip flexor.
either hip
on.
flexor?
Yeah. Oh, it's as casual as this,
With
but the way I
us,
say it as well. Like, do you want to
okay.
get the
She's
hip
still
flexors?
massive.
Yeah, I'll go for the left hip
Stop
flexor.
shouting
You
prone.
go for... Oh, yeah, I'm going... Yeah, you still pro. Okay, so we go for the hip flexor.
Yeah, I think so.
It's broad. Okay, great. And we pull back our... Yeah.
Swords. and stab into each hip flexor.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
on this opportunity attacks, you are allowed to still use more AP if you want to add advantage and to use maneuvers like a normal attack.
Ooh.
Okay, interesting.
If you
Just
wish.
don't. I wish you could tell me right now how many hit points they have left.
Well, bloodied means it has half,
bloody does, yeah, it's at least half.
and we did 6, 7. We did like a lot. We did like 13 damage to
It's
it.
a
so
powerful
got a lot
creature,
left.
so it's got a
Yeah.
lot left. Okay, I'm actually going to...
Do we want to power?
we could just
Power
power try and
stab.
Go
destroy
on,
this
double
thing.
power
That
attack. It
adds-
feels so good.
Adds an extra.
Yeah, it's a great moment. Okay, I'm just going to... Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a power thingy, which is a +1.
Power stab it to death in front of its children. Together.
Are you going to do that as well? So you're going to use 2 action points?
Yeah,
Great, let's
like
go.
that too.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
No, just.
I love that you have to double check what 2 is.
Okay, roll the dice.
Sorry, yeah.
18 on the dice.
21 on the dice.
21.
Plus, but then, well, no, I'm 18 on the
You're not using your
actual
21
dice.
sided
You
die.
need to add
okay.
your 4.
4.
So you got 22, you got
22.
21.
And, you
Am I
roll-
blessed?
and you are still blessed, so
Let's
roll
see,
your...
add your d4.
4.
So
Jesus.
20.
Plus we add
6.
Plus you add 2 each.
2, so I'm
28 and
23.
Okay. Okay, so...
28,
Okay.
23.
Okay, so your base damage was 1. 2 because you're big. 20, how would you say the
Three
number
because
again?
power attack.
26.
26.
28.
I thought it was 28.
Yeah, it was
28.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So that's
Another
another...
power attack? Did you get that?
And now you can get the power attack. Okay, 6.
Nice.
6 damage from Pyra.
I'm 20. What did I
You were
say?
23, I think?
23.
23, so that is brutal. So that's extra 2. So your base damage,
And
2
Base
power
damage.
attack.
Power attack 4.
So
4.
that's 10.
So 10 total.
10 damage.
Big hit from
Big
both
hit.
sides.
As your blood goes spraying everywhere. It roars in pain. It's still alive.
Oh, it's still
But it is
alive.
well bloodied. It is covered in blood. It
And
is
we both,
big.
we both just
It
turned
is-
to Whimsley and we're like, who's your mummy and daddy now? Your real mummy.
Giant woman. Who's your mommy?
Mummy, no.
Happy's just loving it because he's like, I have so many mummies.
Something I forgot to keep track of. You're intimidated.
Oh, God. So it was a disadvantage.
Did you? Yes, there's a disadvantage.
But you could have spent one more action point to rule it out. Do you want to do that rather than recalculating
Oh,
everything?
God.
I guess I should have,
Spend one
fine.
more AP.
Well, no, you can, yeah, spend one more right to, yeah, okay, cool.
It's a nice way of doing it.
Right.
Then I won't be doing much on my next.
Alrighty.
That was cool, though.
That was
was
great.
great.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind
just-
of
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
This big lizard is flailing about in pain. However, it did get attacked, so it's definitely going to use a reaction to who's rear. It's Pyra this time. It's going to use a reaction to tail slam you, and it's going to make it an advantage because it is furious. Wants to do a bit of damage to you guys. Haha! 20 to hit, Pyra.
Yeah. That's a heavy.
That's a heavy hit.
It's not beat by 5. You got
No, it's not-
16.
yeah, you got 16.
Oh, I've just not changed my.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
you take 2 bludgeoning damage. 2! Your temporary hit points are definitely gone.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to use his last action point this time to... he's going to swipe at one of you. He's going to bite at Hugh Whimsley. Yes, Hugh Whimsley.
Oh, Whimsley.
Whimsley. Oh, that is a 19 to hit.
You gets me.
Yeah, not heavy, not brutal.
No, I would let you know.
Okay, lovely. So yeah, swipes you 2 slashing damage to you. He slashes out. And that is the end of his turn. There's a kind of dull kind of hiss coming from it. It's on its last legs. There's a lot of pain coming from it.
Do you think we've seen these other? We've seen these.
Yeah, you saw these.
When are they doing their business?
Well, you'll find out. But they were after Pyra. There, you just found out. All right, Pyrus, you're up.
Right. Okay.
You've got. Is it 1 action point?
I've got 1 action point on my SP, which you can use as an action point, can't you?
Oh, great.
Did you regain your?
You can use it for a maneuver.
Yeah, and you did your thing to regain your stamina point.
You have to do anytime you do a maneuver using
Yeah.
action points, you regain your stamina point, which you did.
Yeah, I've spent loads of.
Great, cool.
So I guess. Is it power again?
Attack with a
or I
maneuver,
try
I
and
guess.
expose it.
Yeah. Well, I think a power attack.
Yeah, it's going to have to
finish
be
it.
my power attack again. So I shall power attack. Attack.
All right, using your stamina point and your action point. Roll to hit.
That's a 4.
And unfortunately, it's disadvantage because you're intimidated.
So
Do it again.
Roll again.
12.
Yeah. So 4 plus 4
8.
for your normal attack,
Yeah.
plus your 2 because it's flanked, so 10, plus your D4, which you now roll,
3.
13.
13 just hits.
Come on,
You're
with
trying
a 4.
so hard to kill us, Greg.
How does this Phoenixosaur die?
Yay! It dies!
With the weakest possible attack.
We've got an enlarged Pyra, this half-elf, half-dragonborn. If you wanted, you could comfortably ride this thing at this size. But how do you kill it?
I'm actually I don't even use my sword. I go for the hole in its side that Chris made, and I just try and put my hand into its side and pull out its inside.
So dumb.
I love it. Yeah, so as it's flailing around, you kind of take the moment to you jam your sword into its side to make it turn a certain way, and use that moment to punch your hand in, and you grab something. It screams in pain. There's a roar.
Yeah.
You're no longer intimidated. It is intimidated, and you tear out a load of its guts. Some of the guts are slightly scourged by lightning magic. As you pull it out onto the floor, it screams. There's a kind of burst of blood spraying forth, and it gurgles and falls on its side, twitches, and stops moving.
Amazing. And then we just turn towards all of its children. And go, you better be intimidated, children. She's gone full. She's not been happy at how embarrassed she was that all of her initial attacks failed.
Just screaming, bro.
You know what? For the hell of it, because you've got your dragonborn ancestry trait of intimidating reptiles smaller than you, for free, no action point or anything, roll an intimidation check at advantage.
Go on.
And you're blessed as well, so you can still roll the d4.
17 plus 4.
17 plus 4.
1, 18, 22.
These three small versions, they're very juvenile. They look at you, you see them tremble, step back, and turn around and rush around and start hiding behind trees.
Yeah!
Great.
Okay,
Fucking
great.
terrifying woman.
Yeah. She can be.
This massive, scary woman who killed their mother.
And she's covered in its blood. Yeah.
And is that end of combat?
There's end of combat. There's so you kind of all catch your breath.
Oh, great.
Well done, guys.
That was incredible. How are you feeling? You've been inside it.
Now I know what it's like to be gold. I was eaten.
It's not nice in there, is it? Maybe we'll think next time before eating our friends.
I felt very safe in there, though.
Yeah.
Because I knew you would come and get me.
Oh.
Thanks. Thanks, both of you.
Of course.
Of course.
We look out for each other.
We do. We do.
And his hair has been melted slightly by the acid. So
Oh, I forgot I was going to say that.
now it's like a bob.
Well, I want you to roll a fate roll.
Ooh.
So this is a fate die. I'm going to set the DC. It's a DC of 10. If you get lower than a 10, this is a flat roll. Your wig, which these guys don't know is a wig. Your wig has been destroyed.
This is big for him. Natural 20.
It's huge.
For some reason,
more hair in there.
it looks like it's been it's beautiful. It's like been conditioned by whatever was inside this dinosaur-like thing. It's just made it look even more luscious.
It's been reborn.
We just double take. I almost blind. The light just catches off it, and I get sort of slightly blinded by the blonde. Oh wow!
Maybe I'm born with it.
I think
Maybe it's just acid.
it looks. Your hair looks incredible.
Oh, thank you, Whimsley. I wake up and it's like this, you know.
Is it your birthday again, or is it just?
I don't know what does it, Pyra. I don't know, and I don't care.
My man.
Very nice. I give you a wink, a slap. I don't mean that, but like a nice one.
Nice one.
And I think we should head off because the children are still lingering.
Let's keep moving, everybody.
Oh wow! Yeah, we let him lead the
You
way.
lead ahead. I like
have to
this new
say,
habit.
it's amazing that that's called a fate roll because it does seem fated because we didn't get any natural 20s in our whole fight.
No, that's some terrible
about
rolls
his
there.
hair seems to really matter.
Really, really, really matters
And
to
he
this whole story.
strolls off confidently into the forest.
With beautiful hair, a large Pyra covered in blood, and a healthy Whimsley. That shock of adrenaline from that fight sorted you right out. Yeah.
Am I now just large?
For a little bit. And as you're walking away, you hear the scuttling of these little juvenile ones, and then you turn, you see they're just feasting on the corpse.
Oh, they're a mother.
That makes me feel better about what
Wow.
They weren't nice.
glad.
As these things just usually hang
Yes.
back and just try and get the scraps.
Yeah.
Not wanting to get too close to the adult because the adult will eat them too at any opportunity.
Were they going to help us in the fight?
No, they were going to just nip at you whenever they were going to be really opportunistic.
I see.
They just didn't get the opportunity.
Amazing.
Because
on we go.
Yeah, because I didn't use legendary action points well enough. But never mind.
Maybe we should have a rest.
I think so. Well, resting is a whole thing.
Yes.
DC20.
So you push on for a bit. First of all, I want you to roll a survival check. After 10 minutes, you return to your normal size, Pyra. And survival check. I believe Pyra's been leading with your dwarven symbols, the markers, the kind of key from Gwenry.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you
walk through the
were
forest,
pushing ahead just then, but maybe
Right.
at
But
the
I've still got
time
maybe you
you've
spot
got
the
the
You're
symbols
massive,
and you
so
go,
you just
"Hey,
walked over my
symbol."
head immediately.
Yeah, you tap over and then shrink down and you carry on. So you can...
So you went off really confident, and I just stepped over.
Oh, okay.
So this is just a roll from Pyra at advantage.
Oh.
At advantage. And the blessed spell is technically still on you. That mushroom.
Wow, where's my little 19, 20 plus 5, 25.
Wow.
Bloody hell. Okay,
You
so
just see over the trees.
thankfully, like I said again, she's shrunk to her normal size.
Oh, that's okay.
I stepped over you and then made you
But you don't realise for a second. That's like you're standing over this tree and you're, oh, it's a shrub.
You thinking you're really big.
But anyway, yes, you and thankfully Gwenry gave you these markers. As after a little bit of time, you see another one that could have easily been missed, but it's kind of hidden behind some foliage. But the way the foliage has been twisted, you pull it aside, and yes, there's another marker. So keep pressing on in this direction. You turn slightly, but you're confident you're on the right path. Some more time goes by, and the sun, is beginning to set as the forest begins to dim, and the light coming in through the canopy fades fades and night begins to fall upon you. What would you like to do?
I think maybe, I don't know what you guys think, maybe we should have a little nap. We could, make some hammocks. We could have some sleep.
do with a bit
just
of a rest.
have a bit of a recharge, because we don't know what we're going into.
Well,
you know?
do we want a quick rest or a short rest or a long rest?
Let's be honest, a long rest, there is a chance that, fate might come and get us.
What
That
if we-
lizard's
what if we-
sister might come along and
Why
find
don't
us.
we climb the trees and make a little nest among the trees?
That's a fantastic
my
idea.
days,
And
like-
then have a long rest up there.
Yeah, like Robin Hood did.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yes, fantastic.
Yeah,
Let's
can we
do
climb
that.
into the trees and make a
Make
city?
a nest like a gorilla.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, okay, right, okay. Let's make this. Yeah, let's make this a skill challenge.
Yeah,
Okay.
great.
Let's make this a skill challenge, a camping skill challenge. Okay.
The scout.
So,
Yeah.
so right. So you all just tell me how you're trying to make camp in a tree.
I think
Let's go one by one. Yeah.
So, do we have rope and stuff? Ooh.
Yeah, in your
I believe
backpack.
you've got some. Yeah, you've all got like some basic stuff like
50.
bedrolls and some.
Yeah.
One
rope
for
or whatever.
49.
I'm
'cause-
going to suggest you climb up first and then chuck a rope down and hoist me up like a big log or something because
Yeah.
I'm not a big climber.
Great.
Okay, and then when we're up there, I'll have collected a bunch of leaves and things to make the nest.
Great. Have you got anything inside the bank that we could use? Have you got hammocks?
Let me feel. Yes.
Not have hammocks inside. That's meant to be inside you. That's meant to be inside you. He was pulling out his intestines.
I'll leave that there.
Yeah, so I'll climb up and I'll start using my skills of disguise to disguise the tree. No,
Okay, no.
disguise
You
the
didn't have
tree.
me.
I'm gonna like camouflage it so no one can see us, and I'm gonna like build it in so it looks natural, like it's a tree, but actually it's got we're hidden behind the leaves, and there's like a little
Really cool
bed.
idea.
I like it. I mean, usually I'd say that would probably be a survival thing, but just for the hell of it, let's use your disguise skill because that's what you want to do.
Do that.
And before you roll, let's get everyone doing the thing. So happy you're being winched up.
Yeah, I'm gonna just gather like sticks and stuff and get a big armful of sticks and things to make a nest, and then tie a rope around me and hope one of these guys, maybe Pyra, can hoist me.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I'm quite
okay?
good at climbing.
With your gathering of stuff, do you want to make that like a nature or survival check or something like that? Or were you aiming for something else?
Well, I'm bad at all of those things. So
Good.
can I make it an animal check because I'm a tortoise?
I'm afraid not. No.
An athletics check because it's
An athletics?
ripping roots out of the ground and stuff.
Athletics, I'll say, yeah, and because you want to kind of like try and help with
Yeah.
pulling yourself up. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I like.
Cool.
Use my
I'll allow
claws on the
athletics.
tree, okay.
And Pyra?
Well, I will use my survival skills to know
What the
how
woods is.
how to sort of clad the nest of twigs in mud, just to make it sort of more
Okay.
insulated, a bit safer.
So you're like making it. I'm
You're-
disguising it. I'm camouflaging it almost.
Sure, yeah.
That's
So you're
nice.
doing
Okay.
like sticks and twigs and stuff, making the structure.
Yep.
I'm then
You're filling it with mud
Cladding
and
it.
stuff. Yeah, cladding.
cladding.
Great.
cladding.
is the word.
And then
Great.
you're disguising it to make it we're camouflage.
Keep us like
Brilliant.
protected
Okay.
while
I
we
love
sleep.
it.
I've
Love
got a
it.
bit of extra insulation and protection
All right.
maybe from the mud.
Let's see how well this goes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
everyone-
true.
Everyone roll your thing. Yeah. I'll tell you the DC. The DC is low. This is only a DC of 8.
Do we add our bless?
You can still add your bless.
Yeah. It's
Man,
still
have you got a spare mushroom?
amazing. I know. That mushroom was awesome.
Or
What am I doing? Disguise. Yeah.
Okay.
I got 18.
18.
12.
12.
13.
That's.
You all passed it.
I just told
yeah,
you the
of course.
DC is only 8.
Yeah.
You pass
Yeah.
with flying colours.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So yeah, we have this montage of you guys just putting all this together. There's a bit. You get lowered back down to grab a bit of extra. Like for those ferns over there, looks like they're bunched together for pillows. And there's this wonderful bonding time that you don't get to see. You just make this like really comfortable. It's almost like a treehouse. As you just find these really thick branches, and this forest is huge. It's like everything is like much larger size than a smaller forest. Great words there, Greg. And yeah, you feel very comfortable.
Get in our nest.
Get in our nest, and we all snuggle up together. And I look up at the stars, and I say, Whimsley,
Yeah.
do you ever look up at the stars and want to make a wish on them?
Why do you think wording it differently? I wouldn't have noticed the question you were asking me. Why do you ask this?
Because I've always wondered if you were to wish upon a star, it could come true.
Well, of course it doesn't come true. It's just it doesn't. Why would that happen?
I made a wish that came true.
Did you?
I did.
What was the wish?
I wished I had hair.
This isn't your natural hair.
No, it's not natural, I have to admit.
But you told us that you grew it yourself because it was your birthday.
Well, I'm not going to get into the details of what happened, but
What did you
I
do
made
to that man?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare make assumptions of things you
Tell
can't
us.
possibly know. No, I wished I had hair, and the next day I had hair. Somehow. So all I'm saying is, Pyra, don't give up on your wishes. Sometimes wishes can come true. It just maybe needs a little nudge now and then. A little help to make it happen.
And Pyra's eyes just do that thing, you know, on like manga cartoons where they sort of like get really big and like well up, do you know what I mean? And like go all bright and like you could almost see little stars in her eyes and she's just like, thank you. But then she closes her eyes and makes a wish.
Now I think about it, I should have wished to have my family back.
Well, there's lots of other stars, so don't worry.
Maybe, Whimsley, you could use a little bit of magic in your life. If you weren't so cynical all the time, maybe things would work out better for you.
I think I've survived because I am cynical, actually. And I think wishing on stars is a waste of time. You need to, if you want something, you need to go out and get it. I think hope and magic stars and all this is just, it's false. It's not real. It's just setting you.
You dare ruin my dream.
He's entitled to his own beliefs, Pyra.
Fair enough.
But I am really intimidated. And I'm like, okay, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to. I just
all
got
right.
excited. I don't want you to crush my excitement.
Happy crawls to the edge of the nest and pokes his little head out and looks up at the stars and says, "It's okay. You can believe whatever you want to believe. But I like looking up at the stars." And he rests his head down and goes to sleep.
Yeah, great.
And yeah.
Yeah, I've made after I've intimidated you, I then close my eyes and think about my quiet wish that I've made.
And I go to bed, but I just kind of look at the stars and like do that. I'm just like to the stars.
It's a bit like
Just trying to intimidate the stars.
You think you're so good.
So good. And then I fall asleep.
Okay, so you all fall asleep. Not one of you taking a watch.
Nope. Oh, God! We made a really good
Camouflage. It's going to be hard.
However, you did so well with your nest and in the trees and stuff. I'm going to make each one of you roll a d20, and I'm going to take the least bad result for you guys.
Oh, shit.
14.
14.
13.
3.
14.
Is it about what's higher? Is it a random table? Or is this just Greg fucking with us?
It's a blank screen. It's a blank screen. There's nothing here.
All the stars fall on us.
You're at the mercy of my mind. Okay. Who rolled the 3?
Whimsley.
Was it me? Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Whimsly.
It's what you get for not believing in stars, man.
I believe in stars.
Shooting stars.
I believe stars exist. That wasn't the point I was making.
They're real, Whimsley.
Wishing on them does anything.
They're there. You can just you would just look up once in a while.
We woke up in the middle of the night to have
continue arguing. At the same time, just bumped up.
It's not. I think you misunderstood me, and then we all went back to sleep.
No,
after.
it's not it. You all woke up at the same time to continue this, and you were interrupted by a sudden tremor.
Look at the water. Little ripple.
There's a rhythmic thud of heavy footsteps echoing through the trees. You peer into the darkness. There's barely any source of light apart from the small amount of moonlight and starlight that makes it through the canopy.
Real.
All of you catch a glimpse of a massive silhouette moving slowly through the trees. The creature's large form is partially obscured by the dense foliage and the darkness, and it makes it difficult to discern its full shape, but its sheer size is unmistakable.
I've got dark vision. Can I try and work out a bit more of what? Can I see better than the others? What it could be?
Roll an awareness check with disadvantage. Because it's quite a distance off.
8.
And there's no source of light. Yeah, no, you can just see this kind of dark mass moving through the forest, coming in and out of view as like trees block your vision. And you all hold your breath, hoping that you remain unnoticed.
Whimsley.
You suddenly hear its heavy breathing.
Pyra, what do you think it is?
It stops. It pauses, sniffs at the air. Scans its surroundings. And after an uncomfortable amount of time, it continues moving through the forest, the sound of its footsteps gradually fading into the distance.
What was that?
I think maybe like just a large giant, like a giant or an ogre, or like I don't know, but not good.
It's gone. We don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, we stay quiet, but there might be more. It might have siblings. It could have parents. It could have anything in this.
Someone should
friends.
stay awake and be on watch then.
Thank you. I appreciate that,
yes,
Happy.
thank
That's
you.
very
I
kind.
I
of
think
it
it's a
should
good
be you.
idea. Good night, guys.
No.
Happy's injured.
Okay,
I
fine.
got dissolved, Whimsley.
How many health points have you?
I feel about an 8 out of 11 right now.
I'm a 7 out of 10.
I'm 6 out of 10.
Oh.
All right, I'll stay up and look at the sodding big, dark
I can
monsters.
heal myself.
Oh, you shut up and go to sleep.
Furries, you can all achieve a long rest tonight. Just furries, yeah.
What do we get for
because of your wonderful camping in the tree and everything.
Oh, great.
We slept them all.
Yeah.
Does that mean we get them all
The
back?
dangers.
Yeah.
Everything goes back?
So no, not necessarily. I mean, it will be, but yes, this is where resting is different.
So yeah, so with a long rest, with the first 4 hours, you can spend your rest points to don't worry, don't look worried.
Probably making quite a bit of noise there.
Oh, I see. Yeah. To regain health, each rest point gives you 2 health points back. And then if you wanted, you could stop resting there at the end of the 4 hours. But then
cool.
at the end of the next 4 hours, you gain everything back.
So you get the rest points back.
Yes, at the end. So like if you ran out of rest points before you had a long rest, I believe I'm right, I'm not sure, then you might not have rest points to use during a long rest.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. But I believe you all do.
So we used our rest points. We did 4 hours, do you say? Or can we do the full 8 hours?
You can do the full 8 hours.
Let's get back to sleep then.
Yeah, let's get back to sleep and just...
What are we even worried about? Okay.
Great.
You also don't have this all-knowing being like speaking into Happy's ear. He still might be quite worried.
That big monster. Okay, so we're just back to full mana, full health, full rest points.
Great.
Phew.
Anything else you want to achieve during the night?
Oh yeah, we can do light activity, can't we?
During some of those hours?
Light activity.
Yeah.
I think I might just like play with my talisman. And just not in a weird way.
Yeah.
Play with your talisman, Chris.
Yeah.
Go on, what are you doing?
Playing with his talisman.
Yeah, I go off into just a bush, just have my head peering over, checking that no one's watching, and I'm just playing with my talisman. I just kind of want to just do like a check on it. I just want to do an investigation or a history check on it to look at the symbols that are around the edge or anything like that.
Okay.
See if I can get any kind of idea of what exactly this talisman is.
Roll a religion check at advantage because you've had this for quite a while.
Yeah. That is a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay, with a natural 20. You've had this talisman for quite a while.
Mm.
It wasn't something you set out specifically to acquire. It was just something spur of the moment obtaining.
Yeah.
Something drew you to it at the time. It's beautiful. It's well made. It's a religious symbol for sure, but not one you've seen anywhere before. With a natural 20, yeah, you know it is old. You wouldn't be surprised if you were perhaps the first person to wear this talisman for a very, very long time. Your eyes roll back into your head.
Oh, I'm blind.
Oh. And you lie down, joining your friends in sleep.
Happy eats the talisman.
You are all asleep.
Light activity.
You do not need it.
No. Whimsley. Suddenly you find yourself in a boundless void. All around, flecks of what seems like starlight rains gently, each droplet shimmering. The light cascades in mesmerizing patterns, illuminating the darkness with an ethereal glow. It is both beautiful and terrifying at the same time. In the void, a form materializes, just momentarily, as the starlight droplets touch it, revealing a fleeting outline. Each droplet illuminates a fragment of the figure, creating a shimmering, ghostly silhouette of a child that vanishes just as quickly as it appears.
Hello? Hello? Little child? Hello? Do you know the exit? Can you...
The starlight that's dropping in that showing that form becomes uninterrupted again, and that form is no longer there.
What? Can you help me? Who are you and why am I here? I'm trying to remain very calm, but this is really terrifying. So what is this? Am I dead?
You're looking around this void. Only the starlight dropping. And then out the corner of your eye to your left, you see the child again. Looks like as each droplet touches it, illuminating parts of it, you now make out that it's sitting cross-legged. You feel its gaze upon you. And then you see it watches a droplet, follows it, goes beyond your feet, which you know are there, but you just can't see right now. Droplets of starlight start to illuminate a new image slightly below you. Each droplet seems to build a soft outline of this vision. It gently and silently builds into what looks like a city. You are now overlooking this softly shining image. Though you have never seen this place from such a strange perspective, the features are unmistakable. This is Alarek, one of the largest cities of Varadis. A droplet that shines brighter than the others descends, and it stops in a point of the city. It holds still at the top of what looks like a tower. It gently pulses. And you notice the figure. The outline of that childlike form is beside you. The droplets illuminating the outline of its arm, pointing to that pulsing light. You feel its gaze upon you. And then a cool pressure on your chest. You're weightless. You're falling along with those droplets. You're falling faster, faster, faster. You awake in the treetops.
You all right, Whimsley?
Oh, what's wrong, Whimsley? You're in a cold sweat. Look at you. You look pale. What's happened?
And I look down at my talisman and I say, nothing. I'm fine. Sorry, just a bad dream. Just having a nightmare about stupid stars and stuff. And I try and go back to sleep.
Oh, can I just say as well, Greg, I was so relaxed.
That was like ASMR. I was so chill.
Oh my God, I need to have you playing.
That over and over again for you to go to bed. Yeah, it was so
I was
good.
like,
Oh, my mic wasn't on. I'm kidding.
oh my God.
That's great. Yeah, I think I'm going to choose to not share that right now.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Happy spent the night trying to catch a bird.
Trying to catch a bird.
The entire
His
night.
light activity. Now, he slept 4 hours, and then his light activity, he was
bird,
just
light
trying to catch a bird.
Light activity, is that?
He didn't catch one. Doing this.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't do. No, sod it. Roll an animal check.
7.
7. No,
There weren't any birds.
there weren't any birds all night. You heard an owl.
Oh, getting closer. I heard an owl in the night, Whimsley.
Oh, really?
Exciting, yes.
Maybe I.
I want to have a bird.
What makes you want a bird? Don't you have enough here?
I just want to grab one, make it my pet.
You want a pet bird?
Why not?
You know what? I think let's focus on the finding your home thing. And these bee plots.
I do get distracted with the blue.
You do,
plots.
and that's okay. But that's why you have us, your colleagues, to help you with this. And so we're going to keep you on track. We don't need a bird.
Okay, but if we see one, I'll
Yes.
grab
Okay.
it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. When is your birthday
thing
again?
is,
Next year?
Like 2 days ago? I don't know.
2
I'm
days
not
ago.
sure.
We'll get you one next
I might
year.
have been lying about that, so I'm not sure. Well, but how was your night, Pyra? Sleep well?
I did actually. Very nice sleep. And
It's very naturalistic acting. It's kind of odd.
Nice.
It's really nice.
lovely sleep. But I also spent the night trying to think if I knew anything specific, like digging back into any books that I'd read about any information about Balhallow.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's get you to roll.
Just to remind ourselves, Balhallow is where we're on our way to.
Yes.
It's a dwarf
Yeah.
town. In
Forest
the
dwarf settlement that is quite private.
For now.
Hard to get to in the middle of the Drake Garden.
Till we get in there.
So,
It's full of birds.
For now.
roll a history check.
12.
12. With the 12,
Plus the D4? We're still blessed?
you are no longer blessed.
Oh,
It lasted until the end,
Yeah.
till the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was too generous with that bless, but never mind.
Yeah.
we needed it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Needed that blessing.
Yeah, with a 12. Yeah, you've heard before. You'd heard of it in Cracklestone. You'd heard of the forest dwarfs and how they rarely leave the Drake Garden Forest to do trade and stuff. So quite often in cities, they're pointed out quite a lot as a bit of a unusual people. With a 12, you don't know much about the location. You just know it's hidden. You know you know what you know now, where it's kind of hard to find. It's also hard to find because as you guys are experiencing, the Drake Garden Forest, certain areas have what people would consider drakes wandering around, which is a bit scary. You, with a 12, you also know that there are dwarven people that don't favour metal, like a kind of cliche of dwarves and mining and stuff like that. Though they're no strangers to it, they do it. They have a unique way of working wood. And one reason that they get pointed out in cities as an unusual figure is because they are usually donned in wooden armour. Yeah, that's what a 12 gets you.
Amazing. Yes, I was suddenly trying to recall last night. I had a dream and I suddenly realised that I remembered a book I'd read when I was a child about the dwarves. And I suddenly thought when we're out looking in the forest, they often dress in wood. I think
They dress in wood?
they dress in wooden armour, and so I
incredibly
thought,
unpractical.
Well, absolutely. But when we're in the, obviously we're in these massive woods, we have to be very careful that one's, that
They
they're
could
not
be
sort of
anywhere.
hiding
They
behind
could.
a
We could be
tree.
sleeping
this
in
tree.
the I tell the tree, we're on top of the tree. We might cut ourselves down.
We could be a dwarf.
No,
I'm
where?
just- yes, we have to be extra vigilant. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, I'm on
All
it.
right, boys.
Okay.
No dilly sladdling around.
Dilly slagling.
Sledling. Dilly sladdling.
Dilly slagling.
Yes.
Dilly
That's-
sladdling.
Yes, if you've never heard the term dilly sladdling.
Different dialect. I don't know.
What?
Exactly,
As we're
it's
here,
a
though,
very elvish term.
What?
Okay.
Where were you brought up? Like, what was your childhood? You sitting there reading books and dwarves and like, what's your background?
Canterbury.
That's all we needed to know.
Enough said. Should we climb off this dwarf and get?
Happy, could be a big dwarf, this tree. Happy ties a rope around himself, and he ties the other end around Whimsley, and he pushes Whimsley off the tree.
The fuck, man! I was too busy. We're still enjoying the Canterbury shit.
Okay.
You pushed me off a
And he
tree.
catches him holding the rope, catches Whimsley, so he's dangling. Does that happen?
Let's find out.
Let's just find out.
hadn't even read my you wake up bit.
Decision made.
So yeah, I want an athletics check from you, please.
16.
16. That's good. Yep. So Whimsley, you stop. And you're dangling off the tree.
And then Happy just tips backwards and drops himself so that he'll counterweight and drag Whimsley
And then I'll
back
end
up,
up back at the top.
of the tree, and I'll be at the bottom, having not had to climb.
Love
so he
this.
just drops down, counterweighting.
And I just
Whee,
pushed
see you on
Pyra
the
off.
way. Bye, Whimsley.
And I just pushed Pyra.
You just pushed me off.
I suppose I didn't put a
You're
rope
not
on
tied
you.
onto it.
I was trying to grab onto the rope. That's
There is a rope between us.
Yeah. He's
No,
pushed me.
An unimpressed DM right now.
All that's
So
happened there is that I've gone Canterbury, and then all this has happened, and suddenly I'm hanging on.
I want an acrobatics check from all of you.
Oh my god.
All I did was drop.
All you did.
I did a lot, to be fair.
Did you say acrobatics? Just
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Okay. It's 16 again.
16. Great.
15.
11.
15. Okay. What are your agility scores?
My agility is 1.
1.
3.
Oh man, what am I doing? I've got disadvantage. I keep forgetting on all my agility
Sorry,
scores.
Pyra, so do you. Because of your armour.
So do I have to roll
Because our
again into the
armour,
lowest?
so all agilities, we've got that
It's
6,
the
7, 8,
same.
9.
Full time.
9. My
Nine.
agility is 3.
Your agility is 3. Okay. Oh, okay. Your agility is 3. All right. Basically, your agility score is able to reduce how much damage you take from falling.
I feel like this worked.
You don't get to
I feel
decide
like
that, mate.
physics just
Yeah,
works.
let's see
there.
how
I'm heavier
damage-
than you. I caught you. I dropped myself. You would just go up, and I would go down.
Yeah, but then I went up and accidentally,
You
for
did try
comedy,
and murder
pushed
her.
Pyra.
Sorry, your agility score was what again?
Mine's 1.
1.
Mine was 3.
3. Oh, okay. Just Happy. You take 1 damage. You guys don't take any.
Oh, what?
Okay,
As
right.
you all poof, onto the ground in different ways, like you kind of nearly sprained your ankle, but you're okay. You're
way down,
disheveled.
fastest way down.
There's leaves in your beautiful hair.
I've got a bit of rope burn off the rope. Laying down the rope.
Yeah. It's a cool morning, and
It was a cool way to get up.
and as you hit the deck, you see a couple of deer not too far off that bound away when the sound of you in the deck.
Chances fall. That's what happens.
Breakfast's gone.
Yeah. So you dust yourself off, you pack up, and you begin your trek. And you wonder how much longer it'll be before you find these forest dwarves of Bowhallow.
Are we there yet, Pyra? Pyra,
Not yet. No, not quite yet.
how much further?
Quite a bit, potentially. Quite a bit.
Quite a bit further, Whimsley.
Okay.
Just keep your eyes peeled for wooden dwarves.
And with everyone avoiding any dingle sledding, whatever it is.
Dilly sledgling?
Dilly
Dilly
sledgling. Dilly sledgling.
Dilly sledgling.
Dilly sledgling.
That's where we're going to go to break.
Welcome, adventurer. I'm afraid I have troubling news. The rumours are true. They are changing, spreading, learning. While once they were confined to caves and dungeons, they now infest the dark corners of every city. If they are to be stopped, you must discover what is ruling them. You must destroy the Mimic Queen.
From members of Mischief Theater comes Hell or High Rollers.
I have many partners. I'm a sexy dragon.
A comedy podcast like no other.
You know, I've never had a friend.
Oh.
Survive long enough.
11 years old, shame on you. When I was your age, I was 15.
Listen to Hell or High Rollers wherever you get your podcasts. And if you don't like it, you can go to hell. Or highrollers.com and learn why you're wrong.
I can have my inspiration point back if we can erase the last minute.
Welcome back!
Literally every time. You cannot time that right.
We're keeping that in. So, we're back from the break. Great.
So
Perfect accuracy. Laser accuracy.
So,
Interrupting every time. Go ahead, Greg.
so you've You've left your tree camp behind, and you're pushing deeper into the Drake Garden Forest. It's another lovely day. It's summery. It's a bit humid, bit muggy, but not totally unpleasant. You're probably, at this point, though, all missing a bath.
Oh.
Yes, don't worry, I'm not going to make you do bath skill challenges, but yeah.
We all share a bath.
Might be some moles growing on my shell.
Oh, let me
Would you
get
mind
that.
getting
And
it for me?
I just scrape it off with my nails.
Yes.
And remove it.
Would you give me a sponge bath if we find a river?
Yeah.
Please?
Or if we find a river, I'll give you a sponge bath. Why can't you do it yourself?
I can't reach my back of my shell. I've got very limited
When's the
movement
last
with my
time you
hands.
washed it then?
I just dip. I got in that fountain, remember?
Oh, you did, yeah. Okay.
Sometimes I let animals peck and eat at me to sort of
Like
clean
a
away
hippo?
the...
I do similar,
Something like
actually,
that.
because I
Do you-
don't like water. So
You do a similar
So
thing.
you've never washed?
I don't think that's
You
weird.
just let animals feed off your moles.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the cycle of life.
Exactly.
Okay, guys, we need
You're the
to.
weird
we
one.
need to. No,
You're
we
really
need to
weird. You're
wash more.
weird.
I'm not. I don't think I'm weird. I just
think
wa-
it's. I mean,
pretty
I
weird.
wouldn't put
I
myself in water.
No.
It's strange.
I'd let a bird eat the fungus off me.
Yeah,
that's
that's
right.
less weird.
You telling me when you were growing up, you didn't have like people like coming in and washing you and kind of looking after you.
Where did you grow up?
And I walk on.
Also, this explains a few. This might be. I don't know why you can't get a date.
Because you fucking stink. We need to bathe you in like.
No,
We need to get you some. We need to get you some alcohol to bathe in, Pyra.
Other animals eat things from me, like we do with you. It's
Okay.
completely
Maybe
normal.
that's how we catch your bird. I'll come back. Maybe that's how we catch your birds.
Oh yeah,
we just
birds
have
love
them.
to eat the bits
We
off
just
them.
show your back,
I lick
and then
myself
we can just
like a cat would.
Well, you
Cat,
shouldn't lick it.
lion,
A third one.
This does
tiger.
explain.
Tiger.
Does explain a lot because she does fucking stink.
You are. Sorry,
What's
Greg.
that?
You were.
No, this is good. This is what's happening in the adventure. This is all.
On we go.
Cool. So, moving confidently in a direction after discovering the latest.
What did you say?
Confidently.
Oh, I thought you said comfortably.
I probably mumbled it. I had a drink in the break. I don't know.
He's been
monsters and shit.
poisoned.
No, after you found those dwarven markings, you're confident you're on the right path. And so I'm not going to make you roll another survival check for the time being. Some time passes. Various wildlife passes by. You hear the sounds of the forest.
Does
sounds you...
Eat things off us on the way.
Does a bird get near? Maybe start eating stuff off Pyra. Happy can grab it.
Doing a fate check.
One comes close, but then you can see it's kind of... and flies away.
They're put off by the smell.
No.
Even the animals are put off by the smell of Pyra.
Did you say can birds smell?
Was that a stupid question?
I think they can smell.
Yeah, okay. They've got noses. I would just never look at a bird and go, oh, it's got a nose.
No, they've got
It's
a
just-
beak. That,
They've got a beak,
There's
but I
little
didn't
holes for,
on top of the beak.
That's
Sure.
a fair question.
Thank you so
Chris.
much, Bryony.
I'm sorry. Well,
I don't know.
this is educational YouTube show.
Birds can smell. Carry on.
That's good smell. Anyway, you push on. Some time passes. Hours go by. This is a long trek. You move past another large tree, climb over some roots, and you stumble upon the remains of a small camp. The campfire is cold, the ashes scattered. There are leafy tents collapsed and torn, and there's the faint smell of death in the air.
This is
Overpowered by the scent of Pyra. Can't smell a thing.
And you see some small, harmless scavenging lizards picking at half a dozen dwarven corpses.
Oh.
Are they dressed in wood?
They are.
Your wooden dwarves from your book.
But they're all dead.
Oh,
This is what they, because they didn't, sleep in a tree like we did.
And
That's why.
And they made their armor out of wood.
And their tents have
Not
leaves.
great.
Fucking stupid dwarves.
Yeah.
You're right. They deserve this. Let's move on.
Wait. Let's ransack the corpses first.
Of
Come
course,
on,
it's
Whimsley.
always important to rob the dead.
It is. We need to. Can I have a look through? Happy had a look through the.
Yeah. So
Investigate.
I'm doing a little experiment here. I want to see if an investigation skill challenge works in DC20, which I'm sure it does. But I've just never run one before, so I want to see how it works.
Get into your mind palace. It's coming. Right, okay.
So some
Good reference if you like Sherlock Holmes. I don't know why.
So the skill challenge will, depending how well you do, the amount of six there's a DC, and if you get a certain amount of success points, you might discover some things, more clues, more whatever, blah, blah, blah. So because of the first investigation we've done, of course, the skill challenge, you can do what you want, and if it makes sense, we'll make it work. But some typical ones for this might be investigation for searching for clues, medicine for examining corpses, survival for looking for tracks, awareness to notice hidden or subtle details.
So, Happy's very bad at investigating things. So I think he's going to do a normal investigation check. You tell me what this is. He closes his eyes and just licks everything. Just running his tongue over every possible surface, just trying to discern things.
You've just seen your friend eat a mushroom and be poisoned. Do you not think maybe licking things is not the right...
I found Whimsley. You taste great.
Do I?
You washed, don't
Lick
you?
your other friend.
No.
Oh, Happy's had a real U-turn.
Well, I mean, no one wants to lick a smelly woman.
You said, hang hang on, because you also don't wash and get washed in the same way by animals, so you smell just as bad as me. But you're all just blaming me.
No, I think
I stink. Why do you not stink?
I think he stinks as well. I think you wouldn't want to lick a happy, would you?
No.
Would you lick his shell?
No.
Okay, listen.
People who live in stinky houses.
Okay, listen, Gang. We are arguing. We should not be arguing. We should be investigating.
We should be
this
licking
thing.
things.
No, okay, you go back to licking.
Right, fine. Let's see if that works.
Okay.
Let him do it.
I'll come back to that.
Are we playing the game right?
I don't know.
I think we're winning. I think we're winning.
The dungeon code.
Pyra, what are you going to do?
Great question. I'm going to. So you're examining the bodies. I'm going to examine the surroundings to see if there are any tracks or anything that could have been the whatever killed them.
Okay, so specifically for looking for tracks. Okay, that's going to be
just to see like how big if they've got footprints or if it's
Great. So that will be a survival roll.
Survival roll, right?
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do an investigation check on one of the bodies. I'm going to see how they died.
Okay, so that can be investigation or perhaps medicine.
Oh, I see. Damn it. Like, you should use the skills you're good at. I can't trick a body into telling me that, can I? Or do a backflip on it. Or
you could attempt anything. It just might be a little more difficult.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to try and trick a body into showing me. That's insane. I'm just going to do a medicine check and just have to hope to God it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not hope to God. It's not the worst thing in the world.
And okay, you're just licking the general area.
Rule on it, Greg.
We all know this
Not
guy's
the
about to get a fucking
genital area.
natural 20.
Not the genital area. The general area.
The general area.
Those eyes are closed, so
Okay.
he could hit the genitals.
Okay.
Close his eyes to do it.
Just so you can focus on the taste.
This is going to be an awareness check, but it's a disadvantage.
Why?
Put your eyes constantly weird.
You're deliberately hindering yourself.
Just close your eyes and you're licking things.
He is a tortoise. He sees the world differently. He's got a
true.
very
We are
heightened
being quite
sense of
judgy.
taste.
We are being quite judgy
They're
towards
not
us.
lookers. They're lickers.
You're using that sense. Okay, just licking the general area.
Yep.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay, we've got a survival check, checking out the tracks, and we've got was it medicine? Was it
Medicine check.
medicine check? Just kind of checking out the bodies and stuff. All right, let's get
roll?
your rolls.
We roll and add those things, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
16.
Great.
With a disadvantage still.
Hate you so much.
20, non-natural.
Wow.
8.
8. Okay.
I literally...
You're rubbish at this, Whimsley.
I'm like looking at the bodies, really confused. Looking at you. I think I'm just fucking distracted by this guy.
Licking the shit out of that body.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't get to the body.
It's disgusting.
Can't
Happy,
concentrate.
get out of the way so I can see.
Hold on. Let's finish this before we determine what's happened. Okay, so the DC was 11. So you got a 16. So you beat it by 5. So that's 2 success points.
Of course.
Of course. Fucking hell. Brilliant. And you got a 20.
I did.
So that means you beat it by 9. So that's... No, that's not quite another one, right? I think I did maths wrong.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's a beat plus 1. That's 4 successes. It turned out pretty well.
Okay. So, technically, you have got 4 success points out of 3 needed. So it is, I've written down, it's a major success.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So,
What did I
okay. So, no, sorry. Yeah, you guys describe what this looks like, and then I'll tell you what you find.
Well, I mean, Happy doesn't know what it looks like. He's got his eyes closed. He just licks everything. He's just licking
Oh yeah, I guess you have described what it looks like.
Yeah. What more description do you want from that?
What does he find?
Okay.
I think, as I said, I'm just distracted. I'm either being licked or the licking guy is in my way,
You're
so I
right,
just cannot
Whimsley.
work out what's happening on this body.
I've got my pen and paper out of my scholar's pack, and I'm being the opposite of. I'm being very like scholarly about it, looking at the maybe even got a tiny pair of glasses that I don't need them. I just some business just to seem more intelligent, even though I know I am intelligent.
Okay.
And just sort of studying them and
Okay.
Writing.
So starting with Pyra. So yeah, you look around here with your expert knowledge of tracks and battling and stuff. You definitely straight away know that there has been. It's clear there has been a fight here. Of course, the corpses and stuff. And
Genius.
Guys, there's been a fight.
Oh wow! How did you figure that out? Did you lick the floor?
Wrote it down with my pen. Actually.
And you can tell that no animal did this. This was, or if it was an animal, they're on two legs. These are bipedal. There was a fight between numerous. There was probably 4, 5, 6 more. The footprints are larger than a dwarven footprints, and you can determine that these 6 here were certainly outnumbered. And you can also tell most of these other footprints, they weren't wearing any sort of shoes. They're a kind of, you can tell these are barefooted humanoids kind of moving around. That's what you can tell there.
What did you find, brother?
This was no civil war. They were ambushed by something other than themselves.
Well,
we were starting from a position of assuming this was a civil war. And then working backwards.
I received information that told me these are not dwarven footprints, which means it's not a civil war.
By other than
dwarves. And I can tell you this: they are bipedal. 2 legs.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Did you know what that meant?
Actually, I worked it out during the sentence, but now I know.
You never know. Could be many things.
I'm both. I'm sometimes 2, sometimes 4.
You are.
What would that be called?
So actually, it could be a 4. Well, that's even more confusing, because what if they just stood up on their legs?
It could be lots of tortoises. But do you fight on 2 legs?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I want to.
Could be a tortoise. Could be a horse just constantly neighing. You know. Just walking like that.
But I don't think it is. This is very worrying.
Well,
they were outnumbered. They were leapt upon when they weren't expecting it. What did you find?
Let me explain.
So, happy during your searching. Yeah, you licking around, licking around everywhere
expertly.
And first of all, you get a taste of blood. There's blood splatter everywhere. Are you licking the corpses? I don't know.
Eyes closed. He licks everything.
Eyes closed. You start licking the corpses, and you look into the wounds.
So grim.
And you, from your expert sensitivity from your tongue, there is a mixture of blade slashes, blade puncture wounds. But despite what Pyra says, there are also evidence of claw wounds and bites. Not from a large beast, but of a smaller skulled kind of individual. And as you're licking around, licking the wound, something kind of catches your tongue. And do you bite it, or do you pull it out? Do you open your eyes at all?
Well, what's the sensation? What's happening?
It's kind of like it's a bit more solid. You've kind of been going from like leather, ground, blood, skin, to suddenly something a bit more bone-like. And it tastes disgusting.
Oh, Pyra.
How dare you? I'm over here.
Happy.
What have you found?
I think I found something. He opens his eyes.
There is a half-rotten finger poking out of this wound. They're severed, as if it is broken or fallen off something.
Like it's you're in the wound.
Yeah, it's stuck in the wound. And
you just licked your tongue.
Your tongue just licked onto it, and you just felt the sensation of the bone just sticking out. This is like stuck in this wound.
My tongue's found something, guys. And he plucks it out. A bingy.
Don't eat that. Give it here.
Yeah, put it in a bag.
How dare you assume I would eat it? There you are, Pyra. A finger for you.
What do you think?
Can I investigate the finger? Or?
Yeah. I'll keep going for the. This is what's your name? Whimsley. As you're kind of you with the assistance of these success points, you can tell that these dwarves have been dead for at least a day, maybe 2. Mm-hmm. But the thing that you catch that your tortoise friend didn't because he had his eyes closed is that all the corpses have at least one eye missing, and a few have an eye placed in their mouth.
What?
Oh.
Some poking out, kind of like facing away.
They
some
took their guys, do you see this?
So I found bite marks on the bodies with my tongue.
Yes.
They might have been me biting them.
Did you
I
at
think
any
it
point
wasn't.
bite their eyes and put them in their mouths?
Who knows what tonguey did?
Okay,
No, I was watching him. He didn't.
Okay.
So there was a finger broken off
In a hole.
and their eyes have been taken out, put in their mouths, and they've got slashing marks and claw marks and bite marks.
What animal would do that? What creature? What beast?
Maybe they were killed and then the beasts tried to eat the bodies.
But why
afterwards?
But why would they suddenly be like, you know what? Before we do that, let's remove their eyes and put them in their own mouths.
Separate
Sickos.
situation.
You think
So someone stabbed them with weapons, killed them, took their eyes out, put them in the mouth.
What, and then something came along to bite
Something
them,
came
to eat
to
them or
try and eat
something.
them. Maybe that's
And then
a
was scared
red
off.
herring. You know, maybe a big
Wow.
red herring came along.
I see.
because you did a major success. The bite marks don't seem like they're of carnivals. It seems like it's not something. Sharp teeth didn't bite into this
Or
person.
maybe it's the opposite of that, because I've just realised that's not what happened.
No, what I'm realising is this was all deliberate. All of it. This is no stumbling across.
You think they all just like tripped up or something, ate some bad food poisoning, and then suddenly their eyes came in their mouths?
No.
Is that what you thought it was?
This is no mere logging
Don't
accident.
get sassy with
I'm
me.
not getting
man,
sassy.
young
I
man.
just feel like, as a
Let's
team, we're
calm
too
down.
busy looking at stars. We're not looking at like real life things that are in front of us. Some evil creature here has removed their eyes and put it in their mouths, as you know, some sort of cult or some sort of evil.
I'm just thinking.
Don't eat the eye.
I'm just taking an eye. I'm just
eye.
thinking, what would it be like? Why would you? What does that do? Look.
Usually, it might maybe a pun. Maybe there's a fun eye pun that
Seafood. Seafood.
And you win the game. You defeat the serial pun killer.
Oh God!
We're looking for seafood. Okay. I feel like we found everything we're going to
so
find.
satisfying. Excellent. I think we've got the name for
What
the
about-
episode.
Could we do an arcana or an occult thingy?
There's. Oh yes, actually, you can roll an occult.
Occult.
check. Yeah.
Occult. Yes.
Yeah.
Occult, to see if that's anything. Yeah. 18.
18. Pyra, with your friends' help, now you're all kind of coming together, looking around and seeing this. Yeah, you can definitely be sure that these eyes were plucked out after the person was dead and placed in their mouths after this battle had been finished. You don't see any signs of like a struggle to get the eye or place it in the mouth. It seems to be like gently, and you're pretty sure that this is some sort of ritual or a calling card. You don't know, but it's very deliberate, like thought through.
I knew it. This was deliberate, guys. I say it again, and I'm not joking. Someone has come along, slaughtered these poor dwarves, and taken their eyes for some kind of ritualistic, strange. It's like they're psychopathic.
So what about the finger? How did that end up in?
So they took the finger out and they put it in someone else's wound or their own.
Can we tell if the finger is like lost in battle? Was it like accidentally?
Using your success, like, and your occult roll, I say that adds to it. The finger looks like it probably tore. It wasn't cut off or anything. It probably tore off naturally, and the finger's kind of rotting.
Tell you what, can Abby just look and see if any of the corpses are missing that finger?
You have a look around, and no.
Okay.
None of them are.
So this is a
maybe it's
finger
not their
from
eyes.
one of the attackers.
Okay,
The finger has a fairly sharp point to it.
I'm going to look at the eyes. So I'm going to look at one of the people lying on one of the dwarves on the floor. That was hard to say. And I'm going to look at the colour of its eyes and compared to the colour of the eye in its mouth.
But they're the same eyes. It's
They're each
put
missing
from
an
the
eye.
head and put.
But it's a different finger, so I was like, maybe it's a different finger, maybe it's different eyes.
You
from
spent some
different
time
regions.
looking around, and it seems like that the eye taken from one dwarf isn't necessarily the eye that is in its mouth, but there is one where it is. It doesn't seem like there's any pattern that you can discern.
No.
Okay, but do all the eyes belong to these dwarves?
It seems like it, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you
so
took
But the finger doesn't,
But
so
they-
maybe the finger was lost.
Finger
in
doesn't,
that.
but because of your occult roll and the fact you did a
Pointy.
critical success, and the fact the state of this finger lining up with some of the wounds, that definitely matches. But this only happened a few days ago, so how could it be decaying so much?
Oh, wow, that's true.
Are they
This-
more
This-
decayed than they should be?
This is definitely used to belong to an undead creature.
Oh, it's an undead finger.
This is an undead finger.
It twitches.
Oh.
Oh, okay, destroy it.
Oh my god!
No!
Physical save.
Oh.
You've just killed yourself.
Where's my physical save?
If you become undead, I'm going to be furious.
Physical save is...
It's either your
17.
17. You swallow it. It tastes vile. You retch. It stays down.
Oh, it's okay, everyone. It's
But
in the
that-
bank.
It was
It's
one of
in
the
the
most
bank.
unpleasant things you've ever put inside yourself.
I
regretted that sentence.
You don't know me.
I couldn't stop it.
You don't know my backstory.
awful.
We see that.
Oh, okay, it's in there, and I put it in one of the safe compartments, surrounded by gold.
Okay.
Staying in there, I protected you all from the
You did.
nasty finger.
Thank you.
Happy.
So it might be living and it might start doing
What if
stuff
it
to your
squirms
insides.
around at you?
Yeah, that's the... You've given yourself like
Stop
finger
it,
worms.
stop it. There you go.
Guys, I think. I can see where the tracks of the people who attacked went.
There's lots more to this. Yeah.
There's loads more.
Loads more.
Oh God.
Should we follow and find an undead missing a finger? And say, why did you do that to this dwarf?
Yes. Did we search
No, I mean, there's
the
loads
dwarves
more
for
that
things?
Yeah,
that
no,
I haven't been able to get through.
Oh, keep going.
Need to let him talk.
Tell us, Greg.
No, I like it. You take everything and run with it. It's great. Yeah, so kind of during this time, you're kind of looking through all like piecing these things together, getting a clearer picture that, yeah, this ambushed in the night. They were unprepared. A few of the dwarves looked like they barely had time to like don their armor. They're scattered. There's blades and crossbows, seem to be the dwarven weaponry, scattered about. The supplies all over the place. You do find some useful things in the supplies. You find a potion of healing.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I've still got yours, I think.
No, because you guys both have one, don't you?
Yeah, I've got yours back.
Do you have one?
I didn't think I ever got one.
Oh, you take it.
I
You
do.
take
I
it.
have one.
Okay, I'll take it. That was mine.
One dwarven corpse you find like clutched in its hand, a small vial of kind of swirling cloudy liquid. This is a potion of invisibility.
That's so cool.
But this dwarf unfortunately didn't quite have enough time to drink it in order to escape.
Oh, invisibility.
I'll take that, thank you.
Just screams it.
Something else about these dwarves you find, like they're most are
smell
male.
you coming. Sorry.
Most are male.
Invisible.
Most of them are male, and they have different lengths beards, dwarf stuff. A few of them have got like little kind of knickknacks and useful attachments in their beard. And you see one has like a little kind of knotted into one of the a braid in their beard. You can unscrew it, and there's another potion in there, kind of a brown kind of liquid. This is a potion of climbing.
Oh, I could use that because I'm not very good at climbing.
There you go, one each. Healing, invisibility, that seems fair.
Yeah.
Very fair. Well done,
I
boys.
wish I'd held off. On reflection, I wish I went second. But you know,
you're a good climber, and you know who
I
knows?
can't turn
Maybe
invisible.
We can both be slightly invisible.
What are you going to do?
we can share it.
Take
and both half and half.
Both be sort of
I'm just this half of me and this half of you.
you're just in the middle. So you're just floating body and you're just a pair of legs.
Yeah, that could be fun. But probably there's more.
So you keep searching. Yeah, you don't find anything else more used. There's a few rations or whatever. The tents are pretty much destroyed. Pyra, you kind of double check these tracks, and yeah, it was a scramble, blood spatter everywhere, mainly of dwarves. You don't find actually any other kind of blood splatter you think might have been from some undead creature or whatever. But you do catch something you missed before, some heavier tracks leading a bit off into the underbrush, and you follow them. You could have easily missed these, but you didn't because you rolled well. And you follow these tracks for a bit, and about 80 to 100 feet away, you kind of wander off, and then you see it. You see a large corpse, larger than dwarves. This is an Avaceratops. It's like a small Triceratops-like creature, not quite as big, you know. So it's kind of plated head, small horns, smaller than a Triceratops. It has like packs and a saddle on its back, and also heavy gashes in its side. It is dead. It's no longer moving, and caught under one leg caught underneath the body of this beast. There is another dwarven figure, dead, slaughtered. But you also see another thing attached to his beard that's a bit chunkier. Would you like to open it?
Yes.
You detach it from the beard.
Yes.
You open up.
I'm so excited.
Yes. It's parchment.
Oh, it's a parchment.
What is it, Pyra?
There's writing inside in Dwarvish.
Read it.
I don't read
Well,
Dwarvish. I can't distinguish this.
Me neither.
Guys, I
only have
can.
Elvish
You
and-
can read Dwarvish?
Yeah, yes. I can.
Come over here. Join me.
I'm really far away. You've been walking. We were like, where is she going? What is she doing?
I'm like
You were
stage
there.
whispering at you. Come over quickly. Because I don't want to shout it. You're far away, but I'm stage whispering enough so you can hear
having
me.
a private conversation. I wonder if we can just push her into a bath.
I think by the end of this, we need to wash that gal because she is.
Yeah, we can smell you from here.
Asshole! I hate you!
That's what it smells like.
No!
We walk over to Pyra.
Okay. Honestly.
Come over, and I take it. So I am.
Read this for me.
First dot.
Oh, so you have to make a roll. Limited.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm limited. But
No, don't apologise. This is
Better,
right.
better than any of us.
Sorry.
Better
So
than
yeah,
any, but what does
so
it
you're going to
say?
attempt to read it.
Read it,
All
yeah.
those
like-
Dwarvish lessons, you can do
I
this.
do. Well,
believe
no, it's
in you.
not that. It's some people that used to work for my family were dwarves, and
So there's a language
tragic side story. We'll get into that.
a language skill check.
So what would you add? It's 2, isn't it?
Your language skill, yeah.
No, but what I mean is a dot is +2.
Yes, it's plus. Yeah, so you're
Shame. That's 7. I didn't get along with them. I didn't know they really went on.
You learn like 3 phrases.
I learned
in
3
Dwarvish,
phrases,
don't
which
you?
is leave me alone. It's like 3 words. And
Does it say
it
leave
mean?
me alone on in here anyway?
no, not at all. I assume not.
7, was it?
7.
Unfortunately, no one else speaks.
Can we
Dwarvish.
help him at all?
That's what I was just thinking. If any of you only if you've got Dwarvish.
I speak Halfling and Gnomish, which I feel like is close.
I'm Elvish and Gnomish.
I'm afraid
The
not.
small people speak the same language.
I'm afraid not. No.
What about the dwarven symbols that we saw? Can we have got used to sort of reading those and be able to?
I'm afraid the skill check's already been made. You've
Got nothing on this.
Okay, me neither. Well, weird.
So you looked this over, Whimsley, and you've got a basic grip on Dwarvish, but this does look slightly different. This seems like maybe you've never read Forest Dwarf before. Maybe there's something different here. you're going to need some more time with this. So you can attempt it again later, but right now, in this moment, you're not sure.
Okay.
I put it in my pocket. I'm not putting it in the bank. I don't know. The finger might do something with it. We don't know. We're trying to tear it apart. Yeah. Right. I suggest that if we find this camp that we're looking for, they'll be able to translate it for us, surely.
Shall we keep moving? Well, what happened to this poor creature? Another attack from the undead, do we think?
Oh, I love dinosaurs.
Me too. This was one of my favourites.
They remind me of my family.
Mine too, because mine are big tortoises.
Yours are tortoises and mine are dragons, and I feel like
they're similar.
Yes, when I stroke its little head and.
What happened to your family, Pyra?
My.
Back in Canterbury.
Oh, there's my mother's still there, but my father, I'm afraid, is gone.
How did he go?
Which
war.
one?
Civil
war.
He went to war. Non-civil.
Not civil.
It wasn't a civil war.
Which one was the elf and which one was the dragon of your mother and father?
You shouldn't have to think about this, Pyra. I don't.
He was the dragon.
And, okay.
And
he's
he died.
Gone.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Quite all right. And I just turn to the dinosaur and I stroke its head and swipe away a quiet tear.
It's upsettingly cold to the touch.
It's cold to the touch.
They're cold-blooded. They're always cold to the touch.
Yeah, it's just a positive thing. It could be alive. Double check.
He's stone cold. He's stone cold.
Literally,
Don't you understand? He's stone cold.
They're reptiles. They're always cold.
But it's dead. The life is gone from
It is
his
dead,
eyes.
though. He is dead.
It is. I'm sorry. For both of you, this must, my family were just rich. So, should we head off to the encampment?
So unfeeling.
Have you noticed that Whimsley's a fucking asshole? I feel like after all this time, I've not really confronted that.
No, I've been thinking the same thing. Like, whenever I try to have a deep conversation with him, he just leaves. He doesn't want to access his emotions.
Really? And it feels like he's just trying to jam into the conversation that he's got a lot of money.
Yeah,
It's like the smell gets worse, actually, the further you get away. It's really bizarre.
He says I stink all the time. And you're right. Whenever we go to bars, he just gets his coin purse out and jangles it in front of me.
Yeah.
And it's like he wants me to know he's rich, and I don't get. Since we got this money, he's been doing it constantly.
I come back and I'm like, guys, we really do need to be heading.
Okay.
We do need to be going.
Let's keep moving.
But
What's wrong?
While I was doing that, did I see anything about the dinosaur that?
The wounds. No, just heavy. Actually, no. Sorry. Yeah, do roll an Arcana check or investigation.
20, but not natural.
I mean, asking for an Arcana check probably gives it away, but there's a scorch mark kind of, one of the wounds kind of seems to be a blast across its side, and you wouldn't be surprised if this was some sort of spell.
Guys, look. Scorch marks. At the back of its side. Back of its side? Yes, the back of its side. That makes sense.
Yeah,
yes.
you'd have a side. Yeah, no, I hear.
The back of its
it felt
side.
like, I know, but you have a side of your back.
You know what I mean. Yeah.
The back of its... The rear end on the flank. The back
Just
flank.
point to it and we'll find it. There it is. Yeah, nice.
Let me check. There it is. Yeah.
Okay, no, what does that mean?
Magic.
So a spellcaster.
Magic.
Okay, hold on. We can put these together.
If we
magic,
combine...
Hold on, magic and little Wiggles, little finger in there.
We can't name him or you won't
His
want to
name's
get rid of
Wiggles.
him.
Don't be mean to Wiggles. Magic plus Wiggles means perhaps a necromancer.
And necromancers work with the undead, don't they? Isn't that
Exactly
part
the whole
of their thing? Yes.
They use magic,
Right.
they raise the undead, they make them fight for
So
them.
how loads of necromancers, or you think
one necromancer with lots of undead
an
servants.
army of undead servants?
That could be what's happened.
All right. What do we do?
I mean, well, the first question we have to do we really want to do this mission? We can just turn around now.
I think we have to.
true.
We have to do it because we've come this far, and it would just be such a waste of time.
I feel like we'd lose a lot of viewers.
If we turn
If
around.
they would be
Let's
utter
see.
disappointment.
See if Wiggles point us in the right direction. Can I feel Wiggles? Tell me which way to go.
Roll an awareness check.
Yay!
Natural 20! Now you have to do it!
You have
rolls. Oh my god.
Yay! Wiggles the finger, pointing us everywhere we need to go.
Well, he may not be working for us.
Wiggles the compass.
Just because you're on that 20 does not mean you just suddenly gain.
Wiggles the finger is pointing towards something.
And what it is.
This undead finger has no sense of direction.
Oh.
What can natural 20 give you? Jesus Christ.
Maybe he would be, he'd be drawn towards whoever his owner was.
Yeah, can we at least...
I'd feel it like bumping against the side, whichever direction its owner was in, maybe.
Okay.
Yes. It makes some sort of sense.
Some sort of sense. It does, yes. It's uncomfortably tickling the inside
of your liver.
Get away from there, naughty Wiggles.
You kind of feel the urge to turn around and face your left of your rear.
Wiggles is pointing that way.
Okay, well, I guess we should do that. I mean, is this away from the tracks that we've been following?
It is in a northeasterly direction.
So the tracks we were following were the tracks of the thing that was fighting, that killed.
Oh, terribly sorry. The tracks of the dinosaur thing.
So whatever you were
whatever killed the dwarves. The tracks. Oh yeah, sorry, because then I followed those tracks, didn't I? The dinosaur tracks. But the tracks of the people who were killing the dwarves.
Well, in that case, there's three tracks. So what I was thinking is we got our route that we initially were following to get to the place. Then we've got the tracks that you found, and then now where the track of a finger that's pointing us towards a thing.
So generally, the dwarven markers you've been following have been taking you kind of northwest and westerly.
Yes.
And kind of varying on that in various points. The tracks of this Avaceratops it's also heading kind of northwest before it was met its end. The tracks of the other creatures, whatever they are,
baddies.
they kind of disappear in various directions. Fingy, Wiggles, or whatever you call it.
Finger.
Fingy!
Wiggles my
Fingy's a
finger.
good backup name.
Fingy, yeah.
You feel an itch kind of on your easterly side, northeasterly
way.
Ooh, do we follow Fingy or do we go to Valhalla? Wiggles wants us to go that way.
Let's just stop for a second and really think about this, because I feel like
so serious,
this is.
isn't it, all the time?
It's not being serious. I'm planning.
Walk away.
I'm no.
No,
I stay in it. No, go on.
No,
go
follow
on.
the fucking finger.
No, do you know, because I'm worried about Valhalla as well. I
wonder
like
if we just
that
go
was
there.
our original track to follow.
Well, I guess the little dinosaur you found was trying to get back to Valhalla maybe after the fight because it was heading in that direction.
Yes, what if there's more dinosaurs there?
Oh, maybe we should get back and...
I've done a U-turn. I want to follow the finger. I've really thought about it, and now I'm like, let's see what the finger... Because that is adventure, that's excitement, and maybe we can bring some good to the world.
Let's
I don't know.
do a democratic vote.
Okay.
Okay.
All those in favour of following Wiggles, raise your hand. Right. Well,
do the rest of the vote.
all those in favour of going to Valhalla, raise your hand.
Happy you feel suddenly the top of your stomach itching.
Oh, Wiggles raises his hand. We're deadlocked. We are deadlocked. It's an undeadlock. What do we do? Oh.
What do we do? Why would Wiggles want to go to Valhalla, though?
Maybe there's a suspect. There's a suspect. Maybe Wiggles wants to attack Valhalla or something. I think you're right. We should go to Valhalla because they might need help.
Let's go and
you
see.
changed your
Because
vote,
even
then?
if we
I
need
changed
to
my
go
vote.
and take
I'm with Wiggles.
raise an army there and then go and attack the bad people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
Just checking, you do remember why you went on this quest, right?
rescue the princess.
Some old lady.
There was a princess.
A man who didn't come.
Priestess.
Priestess.
The priestess went missing.
She went missing and we're going to find her.
Yep.
Yes.
She went to Valhalla
Yeah.
because she does like regular visits.
So it was earlier in this episode where I was like, I don't think they know what they're doing.
You always
ages ago. Because ages ago, They just went into a forest. And it was like, I don't know, let's follow this markers. Completely forgetting why the hell they had did that.
Honestly, I really don't remember.
Don't underestimate
But
us.
then
She usually went to meet with a man. That man didn't come, and then
They were worried about him, so she went to look after the
exactly.
guy, and then she didn't come back.
She's not come back either. We're going to find them.
Rescue the priestess.
It's been a while since we recorded. So, I remind you, yes. So, Saffron, who is the priestess of Cragglestone.
Yes.
Yes, the shrine there is usually visited by a dwarven friend, a forest dwarven friend, and he didn't turn up like he normally does every month. And so she went into the Drake Garden Forest to find out what happened to him.
To visit Valhalla.
But she's been gone, hadn't returned for a long time. So that's why Honora, the village elder, is worried about her. And
So
Can
we're
we
trying to...
check if one of these dwarves is that man?
Oh, would we know?
Is the dwarf?
you didn't get a description or anything.
Damn it, we didn't get a description. We wouldn't know. What if he's...
Let's check their ID.
Maybe this one with the letter is an important dwarf.
Yeah,
Maybe. Should we cut his head off and take him on?
Cut his face off.
Cut his face off.
You know what? I think you're right. I think we should go to this, and we should ask some questions.
Yeah.
Find out more information before going into a potentially necromancer's
Yeah, okay. Valhalla.
fingerless cave.
Away we go in the direction
Yes,
of Valhalla.
Whimsley, you're completely right.
Okay. So yes, you leave this site of carnage. Yes, you've and pulling back the curtain a bit there is if you didn't succeed on that skill check, you would have got a lot less clues, and you probably wouldn't have known there was undead creatures or anything like that. So, but yeah, you got major success, and you got all that stuff, and the extra stuff, the extra potions.
Really small.
Yeah.
I think we've done pretty
Yes, amazingly, you're licking the floor. It really helped.
all doubted him.
Oh yes.
Your roles really come in when they potentially really mess up Greg.
It's true.
Yeah.
Fate.
Fate roll.
Okay, so leaving that grisly scene behind you with that unsettling knowledge, you go deeper into the forest, generally following that direction towards what you hope is Valhalla. Another few hours go by. You've been hearing nature and wildlife throughout this journey. Fortunately, nothing you've had to be too worried about. A few heavy footsteps which have got you a little bit on edge. It seems that this forest is... maybe it's usually like this, or maybe it's just a bit restless for some reason. But then you all hear the unmistakable sound of hooves. Getting closer and closer.
Hide!
In the bush.
Yes,
We hide.
we dive into a bush.
I'm just going to make this Actually, no, I'm going to make this... all of you roll a acrobatics check.
We do disadvantage, remember?
Oh, yes.
Why? Oh, you two.
Why?
Yeah.
Because you got heavy armor on. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're reinforced or sturdy. Hard armor, yeah. What do we
14 for me.
14?
I was 17.
17?
11.
11.
I rolled well.
Suddenly, through some foliage, through some ferns, you know, this creature bursts through, nearly hitting you, Whimsley, but it kind of checks your shoulder a bit, and you spin round, but you do a cool, your foot scrapes along the ground, you put a hand down, you're in a cool hero pose. And then this creature, this four-legged creature, skids to a halt and turns, and you see the strong, muscular legs of a horse with straps of leather around its body, some packs, and also some abs, and a wooden plate across a dwarven chest, a long beard, as you see this dwarven centaur. Oh! And he stops. He's got this orange kind of colour to his hair and beard. A few little tools hanging in his beard there. He has a crossbow on his back. And he skids to a halt, turns to you, goes, aha!
Are we So we didn't make it behind the
We
bush.
didn't get in the bush.
No, that roll was just to
dodging the
see
way.
if any of you got
we
hit.
didn't hit one.
Sure, got you.
There you go. Aha!
Aha.
He stamps his heel and he's kind of like going back and forth. He's a bit restless.
What's wrong? What's happening?
Whoa, boy.
Whoa.
No, let's not patronize.
What are you doing in the Drake Garden Forest?
Well, we've come to find someone. We've come to Valhalla.
It's dangerous.
Not Valhalla.
We are on a quest, a great quest to recover a lost person. Would you be able to help us?
Dangerous. We were told it's boring here.
Boring.
We have got attacked by a lot of lizards on the way, so it's pretty...
It's quite eventful.
Valhalla at that point.
Oh, no, is Valhalla dangerous?
People have been eaten
Yeah.
on the way here. This has been an exciting
Is
place.
Valhalla dangerous?
Oh, hello. No. It's a wonderful place. It's a wonderful home, yes. And out here, it's not boring out here. Adventure. I love it. The Drake Garden Forest, yes. But probably a bit too much at the moment. So I'd advise, before we get too well acquainted, let's run. And you hear...
Oh, Jesus.
There it is, the Gorgo Beast. This way.
Gorgo Beast.
Come with me if you want to live.
Can we mount him?
I was just going to say that.
I really want to ride him. I really want to ride him.
Oh,
All three of us.
Okay, one on me, one on him. The tortoise slowly running
this
off.
is going to be a contest between you all. So who lands on his back?
Okay.
Okay. So everyone roll.
Oh, 19.
Oh, 9.
18.
The slow tortoise lands on his back, cracks his spine.
You land on his back. He's like, doesn't shift at all. He's like, just sturdy. Like these are like from your classic Centaur. They're like this big. This is kind of a bit like a dwarf, a bit shorter, a bit squatter, but fucking stocky. So it's like a stocky like.
Pony.
Pony-ish, yes.
This is the fastest I've ever moved.
Come on, my shell friend. Hopefully we survive this.
I hope so too.
Okay, we just start running. I just grab your hand
You
and we
hear
start
the
running.
cracking of trees being felled. You hear the sounds of birds just fleeing the canopy.
no.
And you hear this roar. And the trees get pushed aside. And you see this huge lizard-like beast on 2 legs, large claws at its front, long snout, huge spine frill, whatever you call them, down its back and into its tail. Red eyes, huge teeth, slobber just falling off its mouth, which drips down and splats on the floor as it stands around 25 feet high. And it is chasing you. This is the Gorgo Beast. And that's what we'll pick up next time on Action Point Zero.
Yeah!